Okay, we are live.
Excellent, excellent. Hello, Booze Bash. Welcome to a Chemtech match that you are not gonna want to miss. We've got two teams going against each other that have huge playoff ramifications. Why don't you take it over? What do we got going on tonight?
We got Noxus against Bandle City, which is an incredibly exciting match. I mean, not just to mention the storylines between the players, but Bandle City is fighting for first place, and I believe Noxus is fighting for second place. And I actually don't remember the playoff format for 5 teams off the top of my head, but I think it's possible that first place might get a bye, which is like a really huge deal. So there's a lot of stakes on the line. The teams only get to play each other once. It's a single round robin with one bye. So last match, and these two teams are like arguably two of the strongest. So it's really exciting what we'll see here. And then, yeah, the bot lane is where I'm gonna be looking at the most, but you never know what you're in for a treat.
Yeah, absolutely. Chemtech games, always an absolute blast to tune into. Lots of chaos, lots of carnage coming our way, I'm sure, especially in a matchup of this caliber. We've got a lot of players that we have grown accustomed to, grown to love here in Booze Bash. Very excited to get into it.
Yeah, and you mentioned carnage, and the face of carnage in Chemtech right now is Hockey Boys 3. This man, I've pulled up the stats right now, as 150 or so. Accidentally left the call. He has like 150 or so kills, and he's got, I believe, 3 pentakills already, which is just absurd. Down in the 80 carry role.
That is absolutely insane. The last time I ran into Hockey Boys, he was still playing a Moo jungle. So the fact that he has shifted over to the 80 carry role and is getting 3 pentakills in one season of Chemtech, that's just crazy.
It is phenomenal. I think the stat page that I'm looking at is not updated. So I think before the last match he's played, he has 127 kills, which is already absurd.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
Like by far the highest.
So who got him in fantasy?
Well, funny you ask. Fantasy didn't really happen this tourney because it started too late. Like the sheet didn't get there, and then I think it just didn't happen that people really made their leagues, and so unfortunately we've been missing out on that.
Gotcha.
But it would have been a pretty disgusting fantasy, pretty competitive for that first big slot with hockey in there.
Absolutely.
But on the other hand, Scritch, if you want to talk about KDA, Noxus is by far leading the cake with KDA. Because Hockey Boys, yes, he has a bazillion kills, but his KDA is only sitting around 4. The bot lane of Noxus, Scritch has 7.5, Cathala has 8. So they aren't as quite as like 1v9 sweeping off of cooldown spawn camping, but they are not getting caught out. They are not getting killed, and they are slowly choking their opponents to like a very secure deaths. Bandle City, the games are a lot more chaotic, so if Noxus can keep their pattern of playing like really safe and smart up, they'll be able to take down Bandle City no problem.
But if they don't, that kind of opens this bracket up, right? I believe Bandle City is also playing right now to get a lock-in going into the playoffs. If I remember correctly, if Noxus wins, they lock up the first seed, but if Bandle City wins, they lock up second seed, and Noxus goes to third seed.
Yeah. It's
because this is the last week before playoffs, right? If I remember correctly.
It's the last week before playoffs, and they are both 2-1. I know Bandle City has an extra game win. I don't know off the top of my head who beat Demacia, who is 3-1 and like has secured top 2 at least. But I remember being told that Bandle City is the only team that can get first from this win. So I think Noxus may have lost to Bandle City or to Demacia, which would not put them in competition for first place. So they'd be playing for second. Whoever lost to Demacia can't get first.
How interesting that this bracket came down to such a last minute. We're locking it in. Must have meant that we had a really good season down here in Chemtech.
Yeah, it's been a really good Chemtech season. It's been really fun to watch. It does feel a little short with the 5-team single round robin. Like each team only gets 4 games, and it's like it's over before you know it. But like these games have like certainly made an impact, and it's like really competitive. All the teams have been like putting up great matches.
Absolutely. So, we are into our bands. We're gonna switch over there real quick here.
Yeah, so that Aurelion Soul ban, that's for Mommy Milker Uwu, who could be described as an Aurelion Soul one-trick Cathala going, or Nami going for Cathala. Um, Now, the Amumu champion is one that is always memed on in Hextech or in Chemtech, sorry, as like being like the by far like the mascot of the league, and like whoever just picks it just always wins, and it's just always so effective. So we'll see if that's banned or first picked.
Yep,
Zach gonna
a
come off the
lot
table.
different from the arcane bracket that we were looking at yesterday, right? The champion priority is going to look completely different because the players are going to look completely different. I'm very excited to dig into this. We're waiting on that last ban. It
Ooh,
is going to be
it's the
the
Amumu ban. You
Amumu.
have to.
You
Yeah,
got to take
now
it away just in case.
you do, and I'm glad they did. Like blue side Amumu threat is just like it's magical how effective it is. They are gonna go for Viego, who I believe is for Jaboy J Money, who has been playing jungle.
Yeah, Jaboy J
Um,
Money. I remember Jaboy J Money. Let me tell you, he killed me a couple of times. On Viego, I'm
yeah,
fairly certain.
certainly the Bengi 2 Hockey Boys is faker in this tournament. Um, so we'll see how they
Malzahar
react with that.
knocked
Malzahar in
in
the mid
there.
lane,
Yep, for Noxus.
pretty solid blind pick. One of those, you press a button, you do really good things, which is all that you really need to do sometimes to win the game.
Yeah, where have all these players been going this season? Because I know you said Hockey's
Um,
going ADC, Scritch is down there in the bot lane as well. Lux locked in for Noxus.
yeah, Lux for Noxus. I know Noxus. I think Buzosaurus James has been going in the jungle. Juan Atomic Ghost has been going top. Scritch ADC, Cathala support. But as far as Bandle City, only I can remember off the top of my head jungle and bot. I think Adelphi plays support too. I know that yeah, like that Seraphine, for example,
Yep.
her presence on Enchanters has been really strong, really enabling Hockey Boys. So, and I think Gwen Shapiro has been going top. Um,
Has Gwen Shapiro been, in fact, playing Gwen?
I can't say I've seen it, which is unfortunate, but it's never too late.
Never too late as they pick up the Gragas. Really nice flex pick there. Gragas can go top, mid, or jungle, which is their remaining three, right? Support as well, but they picked the
Yeah.
Seraphine.
Yeah, Seraphine most likely support from my knowledge of the teams, but definitely like should be valued as a flex pick in general, depending on people's pools. Still very strong in the like the APC bot role. Not as much mid after they like nerfed her patch after patch. Ram is gonna be locked up
Ooh.
for the jungle. Okay, so definitely like a good counter into that Viego with the 1v1 power, countering his auto attacks.
Yep, feeling confident about it too. Locking Rammus into the face of a Seraphine Gragas is a little bit scary, but we think the Viego counter is strong enough that we're going to lock it in here third pick.
Yeah, strong against his direct opponent, not so much against the double AP threats, but you don't really pick Rammus for the enemy support, so not really. And they still have to pick an ADC, of course, so unless they're gonna go something crazy like Swain.
Absolutely. They also might be trying to pick that Rammus to kind of hedge what Bandle City could pick here in the last two
Yeah.
rotations, saying, hey, we know you're going to pick strong AD threats. You're going to have to pick it in the face of a Rammus. We're going to make you second guess this choice.
Yeah, I think they just want to commit to the plan of not getting Hockey Boys 10 kills before 10 minutes. And, the Malzahar pick is good for that. The Rammus pick is good for that. I actually don't even know yet where the Lux is going to go. Like, it's more than likely support because of the Malzahar, but we've got some players who like to play it in the APC role for sure. But
Yeah, we just saw that last night, actually, in the Arcane bracket.
yeah, exactly.
Lux APC, that first game. Kled Ash, the first two bans taken off the table for these teams.
Yeah, and then Poppy taken out too. Okay, so there are still some really strong hypercarry ADCs left in the pool. We got like Corki left, we got Samira, Sivir, stuff like that. Um, if you're gonna be also taken off, so it looks like there might be some desire to play something like a Malphite or an Ornn. The Sylas ban, like yes, it's just a strong champion in general, but it also hints that like you might be in the market for a Malphite pick. Ezreal gonna be locked up for ADC for Noxus, so they're gonna secure that lane.
Yep, Ezreal Lux, a pretty strong poke lane there in the bottom side of the map. Not going to be too weak into that Seraphine, that's for certain.
Yeah, very safe too. Like Ezreal, very hard to kill him in lane. Lux too with bindings. Like unless you have some sort of like blink, it's like she can just root anyone who just walks at her. So shouldn't be too bloody there. Varus going to be locked in for ADC. Curious to see which version, Varus famous for being able to flex his build and his play style.
Yep, absolutely. There's also, it's really interesting. They built
Mundo in the
Dr.
top lane.
Mundo coming into the top lane. Yeah. Looking like that Rammus pick might have been a little bit preemptive, depending on how these build paths go. Really interesting to see this team comp come together, though, on the side of Bandle City. I'm fairly certain they have a lot of flex options available, not just flexing between lanes, but flexible game plans with these champions.
I know. I mean, it looks like the Gragas might end up going mid after all, which is not his most common role right now. And Bessa actually locked in. Wow, very bold. Champions
Wow.
just now allowed to play in Boo's Bash as of yesterday, when we've already seen it twice, which is pretty
We
fun.
have people are on the Mbessa train. They must have been watching too much Arcane.
Yeah, certainly. Looks like it will be on the top lane to match the Mundo. Not sure about the matchup, I can say. Mundo definitely one of those champions that's hard to kill, and Bessa being more bursty. So I can't imagine Mundo's too stressed about this after the early few levels. And yeah, I will say Mundo in Boo's Bash is definitely, we've seen historically, one of those champions that can just take over a game if unchecked. So definitely have to keep an eye on these volatile top lane champions too. But the action, I should say the action should all be in the bot lane, but with these two poke lanes, it might be a little bit quiet for the first several minutes.
Yeah, it certainly can be. We are going to see, I will say, the objective taking in the early game from the side of Noxus is going to be a little bit on the weaker side from these champions. Malzahar will be able to rotate up to top side objectives pretty effectively. I believe he should be able to push that Gragas in, but Rammus Malzahar versus a potential Mundo coming down from the top lane, a Gragas coming up, a Viego coming through, might see more of a topside focus here for Bandle City in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, if I'm the junglers, I obviously want my AD carries having the lead over the other one, but these lanes like Rammus ganking a Seraphine, Viego ganking a Lux, that's just not gonna
Right.
really realistically be too effective. So I can imagine these junglers might want to actually start bot side and both paths up towards top where the kills are easier to get. Um, of course, Rammus typically a lot stronger in those like early several levels, especially in like a 2v2 scenario, as opposed to Viego. So Viego could decide to play it safe, not really contest scuttle, maybe go for a vertical jungle. I can't imagine an invades happening. I can't imagine anything too chaotic will happen in the early few levels of the game, as both teams kind of have these champions that really spike around an item and they're level 6.
Luke, they're feeling the pressure, these teams right now. You know what these team
Oh
comps
yeah.
scream to me? These team comps scream to me. This is the last week. This is locking in our playoff spot. We need to play safe here. We need to make sure
Yeah.
that we are going to be okay. Nothing's going to go too awry, and not too much chaos is going to take us all out of the game.
Yeah, especially in game 1, there is no monkey business here. I think these teams definitely want to like feel each other out. They haven't played before, and they might just be the two teams that end up meeting in the finals. It's a very likely chance. So I think they're not really putting all their cards on the table, and not even like putting all of their energy on the table necessarily. I think what champions like Malzahar, Ezreal, Lux, they just want to play like a normal straight game and just try to be better league players and win that way.
Yeah, and that certainly in this bracket is completely possible. So we will see if that game plan does come out. We are getting through our picks here in the client. We'll have about a 3-minute spectator delay. Grant and I last night, luckily, wrapped that down 30 seconds from where it should have been. Hopefully that happens to us as well. Looks like pretty much everyone on the champions we were thinking they would be on the side of Bandle City there. Adelphi on the Seraphine, Hockey Boys on the Varus. Has Hockey been playing Varus in this tournament?
I'm actually not sure. I know he's had like a pretty diverse champion pool. So if he has played Varus, it's only been once. Um, which is also something that's pretty impressive to see, is him like having such a dominating performance, because he's played out of 8 games that are on the record, 7 different champions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they're not banning Hockey out. Got it.
Yeah, I guess they figure they can't. They ban Caitlyn, who's really strong in the meta. They ban Ashe, who, can play with their team very well, but I don't think it's really the champion that's the threat as much as the game plan, the play style.
Makes perfect sense. We are now in our spectator delay here. Excited to bring you guys some
Wow.
Chemtech Boost Bash action.
45 seconds left on the game, but this is a huge one. There's almost 200,000 total points
Oh,
in
I
here.
already got in there,
Uh,
Luke. Don't worry.
yeah, I'm gonna have to get in on it now. I'm just gonna go with my heart. I'm not gonna bet too crazy, but
Nah, I bet a minuscule amount. We have to wait for the game 3, the inevitable game 3 to come to really get in
I
there.
know. I never dip below 40. Wait, okay, I don't know why the reward is gone, but I never dip below 40K, so I can always get that Discord roll if the perfect one ever comes up. But it looks like the cash in is gone. I don't know what Grant is up to these days with that, but while we wait for the game to load, I mean, I can feel the suspense. Like,
I can too. It's palpable. You can cut it with a knife. I'm gonna ask you the same question I always ask Luke. Who do you think has it just based off these team comps?
based off the team comps, I mean, my gut feeling is that Bandle City just have champions that just play the game more straightforward. Like I can see this Mundo being super hard to deal with. I can see this Gragas getting a lot of really good engages. I can see the Viego just getting that first body, taking over. I can see Seraphine just making it impossible for anyone to get picked. They have a better overall 5v5. Well, Noxus, playing more on picks with Malzahar, Lux, Ambessa, stuff like that, playing more around range with Ezreal Lux, but that's a much harder win con to like really effectively take over the game with. And Bandle City have champions that definitely like can get out of sticky situations pretty easily. So I think it's just overall an easier path to victories for Bandle City. So if I'm a betting man, I'd bet on them.
I will say something that I did notice about Bandle City's team comp, not to be a contrarian here, but Bandle City's team comp, every single champion on that team has a skill shot. Every single
That is
one
true.
is dependent on landing their skill shots. And now we do have Ezreal Lux on the other side, right? Their skill shots are going to be hard to land as well. But Ambessa, Malzahar, and Rammus, they just run at you. They sit
True.
there and they're going to hit you. And honestly, it might be a little bit easier to execute from that front. We'll see, though. We'll see if it's going to be Bandle City, if it's going to be Noxus. We're going to get into this game as quickly as possible. Lots of gambling going on in the stream. Let's hope that your guys' choice wins, of course. Type in chat whoever you chose now, please. And we have about 30 seconds left, and it will kick us into the game. Game 1, Bandle City versus Noxus in Boost Bash 14.
Ooh, I'm excited. I think we're very excited and everyone in chat's very excited. I think the players are not excited. I think they are nervous and they are going to play very cautiously at the beginning. I think we're going to see a double 5 point. Maybe one team will stack, but I think we're going to see some very conservative league until the players get confident.
Absolutely, they will. Switching over here into our observer.
Oh, and an immediate pause. Wow. Okay. So
It wouldn't
take
be
your
Boost
time getting
Bash
in
without
there.
an immediate pause, would it?
No, it would not.
Oh, we're back in. Make sure you hit your
And
plus
we are back.
button.
Okay. Yep.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Close out this scoreboard
like-
here real quick.
Yeah, players looks like they're fanning out a bunch. Does look like a double 5 point, which is definitely to be expected here.
Yup, fairly standard on that side. Incredibly interesting. Did you see what just happened, Luke? Look at these champions. That's a Gragas jungle with a Viego mid into the Malzahar.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't notice that. As I was like organizing the scoreboard. Yeah, Viego mid, with the Gragas in the jungle, which I guess I don't know if I'd say that makes more sense, but Jaboy has been like playing mid this tourney for balanced reasons, ostensibly. So I think that Viego mid, it's been buffed in recent patches. The sustain kind of makes or breaks the champion, like how well you can deal with poke, get your healing on the minions, and get that stab over the wall. But we'll see how that goes. It's definitely a bold pick for Chemtech.
Yeah, going to be incredibly interesting to see if Mommy Milker Uwu has the counter to the Viego mid from Jaboy J Money. Ooh, kind of a precarious situation down here in the
Yeah,
bot lane.
bot laners staring at each other, you know.
They don't even know the other is there, but they're staring right at one another.
A Q into the bush from Lux would be pretty deadly here. He's going to go wide, unfortunately, but they still have the jump.
Yep, we're going to see how this goes in the bot lane. I will turn on summoner names real quick. Sorry, I play with full chat mute and no summoner names.
That's the way to...
That's the way to go. Oh gosh, how do I do that?
Oh, is it interface?
I believe so.
Or is it game?
There we go. Yep. Got it on there. Boozosaurus going in on the top side of the map.
Yeah.
He is confident. He throws down the Ignite on the Mundo. It's not going to kill, but it's going to push him off. The Gragas coming into the top side of the map. Yeah.
2 camps and in for the lane gank.
Level 2 going for that lane gank. Going to be able to help potentially push it out. He's not going to go for it. Just walk off of it instead. Go back to farming. But that Rammus is also on the top side of the map. A re-gank on the top lane as well as Cthulhu is knocked out in the bot side. Booz is level 3, is going to go in and secure the first blood.
Gets the 2v1 kill. His minion wave really helping him out there. I mean, yeah, that's the power of the Ambessa in this early levels. I mean,
definitely a bit overzealous from the Gragas there, walking into that minion wave on the top side. Luckily, Gwen Shapiro with the TP going to bring him back into lane without too much lost from him. But the first blood on that Ambessa is a little bit scary.
Yeah, really scary, really big, just power move, getting that 2v1 kill. Noxus champion on the Noxus team. On the other hand, though, bot lane, Scritch getting poked out by the Varus Seraphine. Farming under tower now. Gonna be tricky for them. Rammus might be able to help in a second, but...
Looks like they are tapped for mana, though, and the Rammus is gonna come in and capitalize.
He's coming in.
Ooh, Juan does hit the taunt off. The stun comes through, rather the root from the Lux. Scritch coming in with the Ezreal. The barrier will keep Hockey Boys alive for now. They will not get the kill. A double root from a Delphi.
The boy is actually here.
He is. This is a great counter game.
Scritch. Can he get out? Wait, the flash on Scritch, he actually gets out. He denies the body.
He does, but this is a huge fight in the bot lane. Gragas walking in as well. Hockey Boys taking the kill on Scritch. Atomic Ghost trying to find a kill. Looks like he will land the taunt, but it will not be enough. A double kill from Hockey Boys. Does die to the poke from Cthulhu. That Comet coming through and claiming the kill.
2 for 2 overall. I mean... what a bloody fight. We said there was going to be little action in the bot lane. Boy, were we wrong. 2 for 2 at 4 minutes.
We were right about them pathing down. We were not right about... or rather, they did path down rather than pathing top. Which is why we saw that huge interaction there in the bot lane. Especially with the Viego coming as well that early.
Yeah. The mid laner there too. I mean, it ended up being like a 3v4, which is pretty good for Noxus, you know. Malzahar got to farm... during that, I think. The CS numbers would say otherwise.
Oh man, this is a gank on the mid lane though. Look at this. Jaboy J Money pushed up in lane. He's going to get met with a Rammus and an Ambessa, trying to find a way to channel away, but he will get caught by Rammus. The taunt coming through. Boozosaurus on the Ambessa, already showing how strong he is. That's a kill for the Rammus.
Great roam down from Ambessa, claiming her diplomacy over the mid lane. A flashless Viego punished for his excursion to the bot lane earlier. 4 kills to 2, but the 2 kills are exactly where Bandle City wants them to be. That's the thing.
Something I will point out as well, we do see Booz rocking the setup that we've been seeing in higher ranks right now. I'm going to pause that for a moment as he's going in on the Mundo, forcing the flash out, had the Ignite back up on cooldown. He's killing Gwen Shapiro. Boozosaurus has a bounty already there in the top lane, 2-0-1.
Yeah, the second kill. Who needs CS when you can just ignite the Mundo, burn him to the ground? Claiming Dominion over Zon. Lower accurate Ambessa indeed. Act 3 spoilers. Now,
yeah, careful on Saturday. You might know what happens now.
Yeah, Mundo teaser. Already the gold lead barely stretching past 1,000, which is, you know, not much total, but for 6 minutes in the game, it's
But that's not even what we're looking at all the way, right, Luke? I mean, looking at the level lead in the top side of the map, he hit level 6. Oh my gosh, your boy G Money with the kill in the mid lane. I didn't think it was going to extend that far, but the solo bolo going to take some turret plates, but it looks like Hockey Boys is coming in as well.
Yeah, level 6 Viego are really strong. Capitalizing on that power spike should be able to get away from this Rammus.
Yeah, no problem at all. We'll be able to
Um,
walk back to the respite of that mid tower.
Yeah, despite being killed twice, this Viego's showing a pretty strong presence in the early game. Malzahar not being able to farm safely, unfortunately.
Scritch does have the Ezreal E getting away. Oh, man. We are poking each other out. Delphi going really far here, yeah. Knowing that the Lux Bind was down. The flash comes through.
Yeah. Burns the flash in exchange. Dragon dying in the meantime. A nice pickup for Bandle City, getting that dragon on the scoreboard. Grubs might be in the question for Noxus as... Yeah, Ram is going to go into them. Bot lane, stagnant for now. Ooh, nice arrow land.
That Varus poke coming through is going to be a problem here.
Yeah, thing is, though, he is on-hit Varus, and he is maxing W, so this arrow is actually not as dangerous as, could be. I think, a lethality Varus might have actually seen the kill there, but Hockey is going straight for the Ginsu first. Or it might be Nash.
Do you think that the on-hit is the play into this opposing team comp?
I think if you want to 1v9 a game, I get it, but I feel like the ability to just kind of outrange and poke down everyone on the lethality Varus would be really nice here. Lux and Malzahar make your life really hard.
Ooh, this gank on the top side of the map is going to
Tower
succeed.
dive.
They're going to burn 2 ultimates for it. Oh, the Mundo ultimate staying
alive.
alive.
They don't have the damage.
Rammus getting chunked out, and that's going to be a failed dive. 2 ultimates for that, and some pushing lanes. Look at your boy J Money on that mid turret.
Yeah, 1 plate down. I mean, even a O2 Mundo pops the R, just can't find the damage to kill him. His tankiness, that champion, can't be understated.
Not at all. Looks like Booz is staying in lane on this Ambessa. Gonna try.
Yep. Large Rod first picked up for the Gragas. Definitely showing what type of champion he's gonna be this game.
Absolutely.
Who's looking to go back in, leaving back out.
I will not purport to be familiar with the Ambessa Mundo matchup, but it looks like Ambessa is fairly good in it.
Yeah, it's giving me a hint. I'd assume Ambessa would have the edge early, and it would be a matter of can she keep up the damage.
Ultimate coming out.
Bot lane.
Absolutely.
Kefala is charmed.
They do have the level 6 advantage here. A great recognition from a Delphi. CC chain exhaust coming through. The root goes through as well. They are going to have enough damage even through the cleanse there from Scritch. Great double kill in the bot lane for Delphi and Hockey Boys.
Yeah, capitalizing on their level 6 spikes. They had the summoner spells, and they just stacked their CC really nicely. They Seraphine Charm into the Varus root, and they just, they don't have the burst, but they have enough DPS over the course of all their CC to net the kill, and then they wind up getting the second one too, despite the flash, which is really nice for them. Now they've taken the gold back in their favor.
Absolutely. Your boy J Money having to burn the flash there in the mid lane to avoid the gank there from Rammus, but he has no problem doing that when it denies that cross-map play.
Yeah. Definitely not the end of the world for them. They've already got the dragon, Hurts his chance of getting a solo kill, but he's pretty happy the way this mid lane's going. Malzahar doesn't even have the lost chapter yet. We need to recall for that one.
We are still sitting at about a 1K gold lead, conservatively, for the blue side here. But important to notice, look at the experience difference here. We have, going in the mid lane, the ultimate coming out. We'll have the minions there to chunk him down, but it won't be enough. Your boy J Money getting another solo kill in the mid lane, but he's in trouble now as the Rammus is coming in. He's trying to get the return kill onto him, avoids the Ezreal R, will be able to just walk off of it, no problem. Your boy J Money popping off here.
Yeah, really scary. Luxol barely misses. Really scary Viego so far. I mean, got shut down and is still finding solo kills. And escapes from the jungler, picks up that Kraken Slayer, and with the Varus also having the Nashor's Tooth, the gold lead is manifesting in these completed first items, and now they're going to look for the objectives to really make it meaningful.
Absolutely. Every level of experience is worth about 600 gold as well, and if you look at blue side, their bot lane is up a level, your boy J Money is up a level. Mundo is actually up a level as well, somehow recurring that experience from those 2 early kills.
Not sure how that one happened. Looks like it's only a little a bunch of minions, not really the full level, but
Oh, Hockey Boy's on
Moon
Scritcher
Squad
does
coming
hit
up
the
top.
ultimate, will get the solo kill. Hockey Boy's taking down a really slippery target there. Scritch dying, unfortunately.
Yeah, Nasher's completed on Varus. You know, he's just gonna be able to 1v1 you. He's have to like miss everything to not be able to. All the power on those auto attacks. Dive up in the top lane, 4 members. Here for Boozosaurus. I mean, they're gonna have to commit one way or the other.
They do have the wave. This is a plausible dive. They will hit the stun. The unstoppable from the Ambessa goes out.
Nice
The shield is absolutely huge. He's gonna get
the
one.
Gragas is gonna fall.
Oh man, Boo's playing that excellently.
Yeah, gets a great return kill using the CC from his ult to... They shouldn't go for the dive here again, yeah. Ram's gonna hold the wave.
No, going for that dive there, I like the angle. You have to bait out the ultimate, I think, and him getting that return kill.
You do.
Drawing 4 people to the top side of the map and trading 1-for-1 is absolutely incredible there.
Yeah, I think the Mundo would have been the one that needs to tank it, you know, having just like twice the health bar of everyone else. The Gragas just got CC'd, took too many turret shots, and went down. They are still gonna get the grubs, the roar that they really came for, and the Dragon's on the map. Doesn't look like Noxus really have the cross-map pressure to be able to take it for themselves, so...
We saw Juan rotating to the top side of the map instead. They could actually just walk down here. They did see him under turret.
Yeah, it looks like they might. I mean, Gragas just kind of beelining right for at least the side of the Dragon.
Oh, Ambessa going into the top lane as Mundo has to pop the ultimate to get away. Will survive that trade.
Yeah, a bunch of damage coming in. Bot lane of Bandle City just has so much more gold in their pockets right now that they must... Oh!
Yeah, absolutely. Malzahar ult in the mid lane, bringing that one down. That's going to stall the Dragon hopes.
Yeah, they're going to have to take it right now while they have the chance. The Viego's down. Maybe they can win the fight with the numbers, but Scritch is going to have to be careful.
Yep, Scritch in a little bit of an awkward spot. It is 3v4. Number advantage is on the side of red. They will recognize it.
To go in.
Juan going in with the ultimate. The Lux ult does not hit anybody. Serafino only hitting one. They are chunking them out currently. The Ezreal ult doing a lot of damage there. It is 3v4. Flash is coming out on both sides. They don't want to die here. They want to make sure that their team hits the Dragon. No one is going to die, and we're going to back off of the play.
Yeah, really nice engage from the Rammus, but they were able to kite out, and... You know, the Varus ult unfortunately went wide, so they didn't really find a kill there. But Noxus, that was their Dragon to lose, and they did lose it. So hopefully they'll be able to re-secure some kind of pressure on the map, because Hockey Boys is not really looking like he's slowing down anytime soon.
No, he definitely is, and already 4 kills sitting on him and a very healthy CS lead. Hockey Boys is looking to be a problem this game.
Yeah, 2k gold up now for Bandle City. A lot of it sitting in Varus, arguably all of it being up 2,000 gold at the moment. Looking to complete probably just a death cap second, honestly, with the amount of gold he's got. But
important to note here, coming in for this Dragon fight though, Luke, if we're looking at the scoreboard right now, as Booz goes in the top lane once again, Adelphi sitting on a fully completed item versus this Lux not having one is going to be huge going into control for this Dragon fight.
Oh, TP's coming in. Yeah, she picked up that one as she went in the base, but the TP's coming in. The fight's starting.
It is starting. They are going for it. They are committing. Boozosaurus does not land the ultimate. The Lux R only hits one. Your boy Jim under the exhaust immediately coming down onto him. The Malzahar ultimate does lock him up, but it will not do anything as the R away from Viego goes in. He's trying to re-engage. They hit the stun on the Rammus. The Adelphi hitting with the full item is going to go crazy here. They're going to chase off the red team. Lux does hit the binding. Gonna look for some poke damage here. They still look like they want to fight this. Scritch coming in. They'll finally back off the play and concede the Dragon.
They don't want to give it up, but they might have to. Unfortunately, yeah, that Ambessa went wild, and she kind of got locked down and bursted, and then the Viego body on Ambessa is just so strong at this point. I mean,
look at the double root there. Scritch going in aggressively. It won't work. Hockey Boys taking him down as Scritch ease into the play.
Yeah, shifts over the Seraphine ult, doesn't get CC'd, but unfortunately, sitting on components against the full items of Bandle Cities is not going to be able to have the damage. However, he might like the fight. Absolutely. Yeah, the Echoes of Helia already providing a good amount of healing.
So that went
260 in that fight.
that went about as well as it possibly could have for blue side, right? They were able to chunk him out of that fight. They were able to secure the dragon. And while all that was happening, Mbessa TP'd down with the Malzahar and let Mundo just full take that top turret and push a wave entirely to tower, increasing that experience that he's gained. They will get the Herald for it, but with that trade, I think it looks like blue side is going to be on top for a second here.
Yeah, the gold lead is just slowly expanding. The dragon lead's coming with it too, and this Varus is really looking like a problem. I mean, you know, AP Varus, right? It has its obvious strengths and weaknesses, but like at a point, if you're just an item up the whole game, like it doesn't really matter what you're doing if you're just beating them.
Yeah,
5v5.
You called that he was going to build a Ginsu.
My power is coming back on, I think.
Ooh, fantastic! Congratulations.
My light's flickering on. Cheers in the back, but.
Boost going in the top lane, but I don't think he can actually handle this Mundo with the ultimate. But with the Rammus there, they might be able to. Booze does hit the shield. They will be able to take down Gwen Shapiro in the top side of the map. Booze running for his life. Let's see if the Gragas can hit the ultimate. Throws the Q, will not commit to the play. Probably wise with the Lux rotating up.
Yeah, really strong showing from Gwen Shapiro right there. Almost got the return kill in the 1v2. Just like the opposite happened to him earlier in that laning phase, but unfortunately couldn't find it. Not quite having the damage, but
yeah, Mundo is one of those champions that if you just leave him alone for long enough, he becomes a huge problem for you to deal with.
Yeah, but if you're Noxus, you know, you're gonna have to look for your angle to actually win this game, because going at it is probably just gonna bleed out and just lose a team fight and lose the game, you know. Because they're playing, you know, they're not playing for split push. They're not playing for any sort of like cheeky alternate hyper-scaling win condition. So they're gonna need to find an angle where they can pick up gold, pick up XP where they can, and the answer might be Mundo in the side lane.
Incredibly interesting to see what they're gonna do for their wave management for the rest of the game. Playing from behind here is very difficult into a comp like this. So we're going to see how they pick up their waves, how they avoid getting killed in those side lanes, what objectives they decide to contest. I would like to see them give up this dragon that's going to spawn and instead commit to pushing some of these lanes, making their CS gap a little bit less.
Yeah. You know, the biggest power spike you can really look for on Noxus is going to be a 2-item Ezreal. Once he has Mana, that's when he really comes online, and you have to kind of use your ability to keep the enemies at bay with that, with stuff like Lux and Rammus, and try to get like some poke before a fight really starts, especially with Lux helping out there. But for now, it's going to be tricky to really find an angle where you actually want to take the even numbers fight, you know. And with Dragon coming up, it's going to be tricky for Noxus to really get their foot in the door here, but they might try regardless.
They certainly might try. I just don't know if that's the correct call here. We'll have to see how it happens, though. If Mundo does stay out of this fight, that does grant them an avenue for potentially advantage team fight, but it will mean that Mundo probably gets that tier 2 tower on the top side.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Mundo does have TP up. So does Mbessa, but she's going to elect to just join the team for the start of the Dragon, but
Scritch
the Dragon, you know, it's not up for 45 more seconds.
Gonna go in again. He is gonna get engaged on.
Scritch.
Does cleanse, is able to peel off of it.
Ooh, QSS, holy moly.
Juan is there as well, but it is not going to matter. Jaboy J Money with the ultimate, sealing the kill onto Scritch.
Tower aggro, hello?
Yep, tower aggro not proccing there, but it looks like Jaboy J Money might be out of his depth. Boozosaurus with the excellent ultimate, the teleport coming in from Malzahar. That's going to be able to hopefully secure them the Drake, but look at Mundo. Look at Mundo on the top side. Mbessa has to TP to answer, make sure that top tier 2 doesn't go down.
You know, now Mundo can TP down to the Dragon fight. And it's actually becomes Noxus who are outnumbered even after killing Viego, so...
Absolutely. It looks like he's looking for a teleport angle right now, too. Look at him posturing there on the top side of the map. Ezreal, not back yet, is walking back currently. We're at a 3v3 going on this Dragon. I mean, the longer it takes, the longer Ezreal has to get there.
Yeah, and you know, AP Varus really just melts these objectives with a massive amount of percent health he has.
Yep.
He did elect for Shadow Flame over Rabadon's, which like I can understand. You know, Rabadon's is so greedy to. Oh, Seraphine ult.
They are engaging on the bot side of the map. Immediate R from Malzahar onto Jaboy Money coming in the backside. He gets locked up as well, but it will not be enough. The ultimate coming from Lux. Does set up the kill onto our jungler there.
I mean,
they are engaging here. They're super low. They're going to chase the shutdown going on to Ezreal. Great play there from Scritch. They're going to see if they could get these other two going around on the flank angle. Hockey Boys.
They want them.
Yep, going into the other side. Great dodge there from Jaboy J Money.
Looking for Viego, but they need to find this Varus. I mean, he's the one that can't go home. They're going to have to... I mean, they have to take this chance to try to catch the Varus out.
Luckily, that control
enemy
ward
territory.
I mean, he's trying to execute
himself, right?
Yep, he's gonna do it. Wow, great escape there from Hockey Boys.
Yeah, no shutdown gold to be claimed there. Unfortunately, would have been a nice pickup. You know, not that they need it to win the game, but it would have helped. Riftfield coming down mid. Not gonna find a host, so I'm not sure if it'll charge or not here. Honestly. Its behavior is sometimes weird when attacking champions. But the waves here, yeah, it's not going to find its charge.
Settling down a little bit. We're looking toward the top side of the map now with that Baron Nashor being spawned. Going to try to establish vision up there.
Yeah, you know, the one thing, it's been chaotic, but the Viego actually picked up a really early QSS here. Like right after Kraken. And he used that first fight. Which he didn't actually end up surviving anyways, which was funny, but...
yeah, QSS
definitely
a very good
wary of that
here.
Malzahar.
Yeah, very good pickup in the Malzahar. Very good pickup into the Rammus taunt as well. It'll stop that. Stop the Lux binding.
Yeah, a lot of CC that you can really effectively eliminate, like the point-click Rammus taunt too. Like,
oh, looks like we're getting an engage here. They are on to Booze. We're going to see if Juan coming into the back. He's just going to smite off the crab, and they're going to back off the play.
Yeah, neither team can really force. I mean, well, I say that, but it looks like City is going to force the Baron.
This is actually incredibly advantaged for Noxus right now with this turret going down. There's no TP, though. They might just be able to seal the Baron if they could do enough damage to it.
Yeah, it will be a 4v5, you know? I mean,
yep.
Juan might currently down, and I think Bandle City might know that. They're going to have to look to take the 4v5 on the pit if they want to stop the Baron.
They're taking the 4v5. They are going in. Juan is going to flash away. The Baron does reset. Ibessa going into the back line there. Booz is going to get locked up and taken down. The Ignite on Hockey Boys. Oh, not quite taking it. Adelphi coming in with the Seraphine clutch there. However, Malzahar here on the bottom side of the map did take that turret in the meantime. Flash from Gragas. They really want Atomic Ghost here. Juan is running for the hills, running for his life, and he is going to make it away. Disengaged there as well. And then that play, 1 kill for a bottom side tier 1 turret. I don't know. It might be good enough. Half health on the tier 2 as well. They're coming in the mid lane. They're trying to press their advantage. They can see that the Malzahar is still there in the bot lane. They're going to walk off of it, it looks like. I would say that was actually advantage Noxus.
I'd have to agree. Rammus being able to make the sweet escape there. No Baron, you know, they did break mid tier 1, but you know, Noxus, they broke bot tier 1. They only lost 1 kills of gold. You know, they're not too worried about throwing 300 gold the way of Bandle City at this point. Like, if they're stopping Baron, if they're letting their champions scale, close the gap, get shutdown gold, that's a win for them. The sooner Ezreal can get this Muramana, you know, then they actually have a real shot of contesting these objectives more head on. Looks like Ezreal should be able to buy it right now, which is really, really big news. Varus, of course, up so much gold, but Ezreal really online at this point.
Yep,
it's a lot of damage. Yeah.
We've said that he's carried a lot of games in this series. Let's see if it's Scritch's turn on the other side. Muramana complete.
Yeah, you know, the Varus definitely like taking over the game, but below par for a Hockey Boys performance, which is, you know, you can look at that how you want. Varus going for that Void Staff next to deal with the MR that Noxus is inevitably going to pick up. Looking for establishing vision for the Chemtech Soul. It's only 26 minutes in the game, but it is about to be on the map. And Noxus definitely have to do something about this, as weak as Chemtech Soul may be.
Luckily, Viego has teleport in the top side of the map and will be able to TP for a numbers advantage, as Ambessa does not have teleport.
Yeah, unfortunately, it should have not. You know, this Gragas. Ooh, Capella has to flash out.
Yep, better the flash than her life coming into this. Yep, Boo's recognizing that he does not have the TP, gonna walk down the long way. He actually has a little bit of a flank angle here. Let's see what he can set up. Not seen on vision
like
quite
they're-
yet. Now he is in the mid lane.
Oh, they might try
Ooh.
to force Baron while the dragon's up and just do that trade.
Yep, transition into Baron here. I like this a lot, actually. I like this transition quite
Yeah,
a
it
bit.
looks like they'll force that trade. They're kind of in the position to do so. So, you know, I can respect it. Just taking the free guaranteed favorable exchange. You know, Noxus they are waiting around. I think they realize what's up and they just accept it. You know, not too much you can do about that. Ezreal is gonna send the ult a little bit too late. Not gonna find the hero steal, unfortunately, but they get 5 more minutes to stall for the soul.
Correct. Soul still firmly in the grasp of blue side here, but Noxus on the red side, taking the dragon, taking their first major objective of the game uncontested. We'll see if this Baron Nashor is put to good use.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they're gonna be super aggressive with it. I mean, up gold, up XP. You're gonna want to break these tier 2 towers. It shouldn't be too hard with the sieging power of like a Varus and a Seraphine. Hockey Boys marching down mid. Mundo, yeah, gonna stay top. Most likely they'll do like a 1-4 scenario. And I can't imagine they won't get much off this Baron. Rammus is looking for an engage, though. They might have been able to catch out Hockey. He's got no flash.
He does. They find it. Ambessa with the ultimate as well. On to Hockey Boys. Shut down going over to Boozasaurus. Adelphi getting caught out as well. This is a huge swing for Noxus here in the mid lane, taking down 2 members in a pick.
Yeah, I mean, they decided to not really march down mid as a team. They decided to only send their bot lane as Gragas was off somewhere in the jungle. And the 2 solo laners are pushing in the side lanes quite effectively, but they do lose their star bot lane in the process. Mundo's actually going to back off after taking the tier 2, so, you know, they cracked those, which, you know, it's not at all the end of the world for Bandle City, taking those 2 key turrets. Like, a lot of gold is hidden in those, but...
Now, League of Legends is a game of trades, and they certainly were taking advantage of that there.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, you know, they still have those Barons on those champions, so they can look to do more. Definitely, sights have to be set on this mid turret, but Ambessa on free items is still a force to be reckoned with.
Looks like we might see a little bit of an exchange here. Juan gonna look at it, realize it's not the best, disengage off that one, but that doesn't mean your boy J Money feels the same. Coming in is gonna get rooted up by the Lux. The Lux damage coming through, not enough to really dissuade them, but the Gragas ultimate was huge there, putting him right into position. What a play there from Wait For It. Taking down Juan as well, a double kill for the jungler. Gragas popping off that fight, gonna walk themselves into the mid turret. What a great play there mid.
Yeah, it looks night and day when they have the whole team there. I mean, just so many tools to set up a pick. Like, you have the Seraphine, the Gragas barrel, and then once the Viego gets one body, it's like he's using that to get the next, and then it's just free 3 kills out of nowhere. And they're gonna march down mid. They're at least gonna take the.
Yep, this cannon minion's still alive, doing a lot for him.
Yeah, they won't push farther than that. But you know, getting all this from the Baron, that's kind of realistically like more than you can ask for. So they should be more than happy with that. And it's gonna be 2 more minutes until the soul is up.
Absolutely.
And Bandle City, they're in a great spot to just force it and take it for themselves.
Yep, Bandle City can definitely force this soul. They're doing the right thing right now, taking the bot side jungle camps, clearing out the vision in the bot side of the map, setting up their own hopefully here.
Yeah, you know, they've been able to like get picks. That's not really the problem. Like the kill scoreboard, they're only down 4 kills. It's really just like the whole overall map that they're slowly losing on. But if they can stick to their guns and find that pick that they've been able to find at some points throughout the game, it's not hope. It's not all hope lost. Especially with the power of the Malzahar. Like anyone except Viego can only be certain doom.
Slow moment of the game here. Both teams calculating, trying to figure out what they can do next, realizing that their playoff hopes, dreams of seeding is on the line in this series.
Yeah, you know, this level 16 Ambessa, 3 items like Black Cleaver, Eclipse, she definitely deals a lot of damage to Mundo. Doesn't have Grievous Wounds, so it's not gonna likely result in like a kill unless they go for a 4-man dive, in which case,
and it looks like they're
you know,
going for a 4-man
anything is
dive onto
possible.
Mundo. Mundo going to get taunted immediately, going to get stunned by the Lux, but the ultimate from Mundo, he's conserving the health. They're going to take the turret, but Mundo's going to walk away from the play.
Yeah, and you know, they don't really have Grievous Wounds other than the Thornmail and Rammus, which is conditional on getting auto-attacked, which, you know, with the taunt, it definitely like applies it, but it's not like a global thing, you know, like you have to somehow find a taunt on Mundo, which is not realistic in a team fight.
Oh, there's 4
So
members
Mundo,
sitting in this bush.
Yeah,
Not warded.
Nice root.
Oh, they can force a fight right now. They see Malzahar back in the base. Now is the time to force a fight if they can make it. And J-Boy, J-Money. J-Boy, J-Money backing off of the
spawn.
play.
They're hitting the dragon on spawn, 2 of them, while the others keep them at bay, but Noxus, no, like they have to act immediately. Rammus is already in. Seraphine is charming.
Oh, Juan going in just a bit too fast. Gonna get taken down, but Booz onto Adelphi. Costs him his life. Scritch running, has to flash away, has to E away. It's not going to be enough to get away from Jaboy J Money. That's going to be a kill there. That's going to be a second kill, a shutdown for the juggler, and they're going to walk this one into the base. Game 1 looks like it's going over to Bandle City.
Yeah, Jaboy J Money confirming the ace there, the last kill into Cathala. You know, they put up a good fight there. I mean, they almost got Hockey Boys too, but unfortunately the priorities were split. Like they were kind of pushed off of each other. Rammus had to go in to try to steal a dragon, but it wasn't even dead yet. The rest of the team like CC'd by the Seraphine, and just overall really good coordinated performance from Bandle City. Good team play throughout the game.
Very, very good team play. Exactly what we wanted them to do with that draft. Great job to Bandle City. Going up 1-0 in a series as pivotal as this has got to feel good. Looking at Noxus' side here, though, Luke, what do you think they can change? What do you think went wrong for them, and how can they address it?
I think if you're playing a bot lane like Ezreal Lux, you're kind of like handshaking it, and like, yes, it's a neutralizer in a way, but it's also like there aren't really any true neutralizers in League of Legends, and so what you're saying is that like you're gonna make the enemy like hard to snowball, but like you're not gonna really get a lead yourself. And so what happened was like, yes, Hockey Boys didn't get like insanely fed, but he still got kills, and he got more than Noxus. And at the end of the day, like being more ahead than your opponent can be all you need when the win condition for both teams is the same. So they might need to find some sort of alternate win condition, something like a split push top lane, something like a hyper carry in the bot lane, because they just kind of got outclassed in the traditional 5v5 macro League of Legends play.
Absolutely, and sometimes that's all it takes. Go into the fundamentals, go into the basics to win games. It's what it does. It wins games, having strong macro play, having strong rotations. Very, very well played there from Bandle City. I'm excited to get into this second game and see what is going to occur. I believe that's side selection now to Noxus, correct?
Yeah, whoever gets side select game 1 does not get it game 2 in the regular season. So they will be able to, if they think that the blue side is where the power's at, they will be able to take that. Actually, wait. I think Noxus had side select and chose red.
Oh, wow.
So actually, I think Bandle City has side select here.
That's got to feel good. Going up 1-0 in this series and then getting side selection.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that is how it works. But I don't know if they'll actually take over red side. Like, I'm not sure a counter pick is exactly what is needed here, especially with like such power picks in the game right now, like Amumu, stuff like Swain, Caitlyn, you know. So we'll have to see. But
yep, we will
I think
have to
it's
see
more
as
on
well.
Noxus to change their champions overall rather than the side of the draft.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd really like to see Scritch on a hyper carry. I know he has the ability.
Yeah, he's a Jinx player. That's like the one that comes to mind for him. You know, the Ezreal, like he's definitely effective on it, but he's not like Ezreal, there's no like secret angle, you know, there's no like surprise pentakill. It's just like you're just playing Ezreal, and at the end of the day, like if you can't just win the 5v5, you can't win the 5v5. Um, and with like a full supporting cast, you know, the Ambessa was like the kind of like the dark horse, and she was like effective. She did the most damage in the game. She was getting kills on the Mundo, but it just like wasn't enough.
Right.
Um,
It didn't feel as supported or as coordinated as Bandle City's effort.
yeah, like they had like a really good like early game, but their lead was like quickly lost, and like we could see why. Once the talents of Jaboy and Hockey were able to just like showcase like their ability to just like get kills really just and support themselves. That was really like the apex factor. Like this Viego getting solo kills on Mouse in the
Right.
mid lane,
Right.
like super dangerous.
Incredibly
And like
difficult to do
snowball the
as
game.
well. Well played by Jaboy J Money. Playing around that spell shield with Viego can be quite difficult.
Yeah, and I was noticing like he was like able to like proc it while CSing a bunch. Like, you know, Malzahar's trying to poke, but then he just gets like a quick stab, and then you know, Malzahar doesn't have CC without the ult, and Viego can close the gap, and so
Yeah, Viego kind of doing a
um
Pantheon cosplay there, to be honest with you.
yeah, honestly a little bit.
That's usually Pantheon's gameplay into Malzahar mid. Poke with the Q, break the spell shield, go in with W. Pretty much what
Yeah,
the game
pretty
plan was there.
much. Um find those stuns, find those one shots later in the game, yeah.
Looks like everyone
But
is in the lobby. Let me ask him about this draft link real quick.
yeah, I know Noxus is a team with like tricks up their sleeve though. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see something drastically different. Um You know, even like all the picks individually like looked good. It just wasn't as cohesive as you really need a Chemtech team to be.
Right. Especially, you're totally right. Being in Chemtech, that is so important. Being able to play together, being able to rotate together, knowing where you're going. You know there's going to be more team fights than in perhaps the other brackets. And it looks like they picked to their strengths. They played it very well, and we're going to see if they can continue it on into game two.
Yeah, that is the thing I see very often. Like the stronger 5v5 team can just outright win like most of the time. And so the alternate win conditions to that are like, okay, you have like a split pusher, like something like a Fiora, Yorick, Trundle, who's going to be like off on the sides, creating like infinite pressure on their own. That's like a really good way to create an alternate win condition. Another alternate win condition is like range. Like you have a champion like Xerath, Ziggs that just like don't let the enemy like fight a fair 5v5 because you just damage them before they even know what's happening. Um, but if you're not picking stuff like that, if you're committing to a 5v5 game plan, you really need to pick those champs that just cheat the 5v5. Um, and you know, Muma's the most famous one. That's why she's like the mascot of Chemtech. But Seraphine's another great example. That Seraphine was like definitely like a sleeper agent of that game. But you know, I would like to see like Swain, Vagar, Vladimir, Jinx. Like a lot of these champions just aren't like, or even like Samira. Like if you're gonna commit to the 5v5 game, there's so many ways to go about it.
Absolutely.
And we are in draft.
Yes, we are. Going by the names, we've got the Yord Lords versus the Ambessa Simps, it looks like. I'm imagining that's Noxus there on the red side again.
Yep. Looks like it. Ace full band out. Yep.
Keeping the Ace Soul
Definitely
ban.
think we'll see that. Oh,
Yeah, something I've noticed about watching all these Booze Bash matches is that when you ban somebody off of their comfort, especially in a league like Chemtech, it goes so much further.
yeah, it really can. Um, the danger of just having a shallow champion pool that can be like taken advantage of. Sometimes there are fallback champions, sometimes there aren't. So far, the draft going exactly the same though with the bans.
Yep, not diverting at all. It's possible that Noxus is just saying, hey, you caught us with our pants down
Mundo
there.
ban. Interesting. You know, the Mundo he wasn't like taking over the game or thing, but maybe they want to like put the weak link of Gwen Shapiro on like an even weaker champion that is easier to kill.
Yeah, try to get
Ram is
Booz
actually
even
banned
more
too.
ahead there in the top side.
You know, so Nami is open. We could see a Lucian Nami. Viego gonna be banned too. So now Caitlyn is up, and you know who else is up? That little green dude. And they go for the Caitlyn, so I think maybe Noxus is saying, give Hockey Boys Caitlyn, we'll take a Mumu. They have to. They have to. I mean, you take a Mumu here.
We will see if that is the lock-in.
A Mumu Nami Lucian, like for free, I think that's like a really good angle to go about this draft. We'll see if they feel up to it. They're actually gonna take away Seraphine. Interesting. I mean, I don't hate it. Seraphine, really, really good 5v5 champion. Like S tier for sure.
Absolutely. It is
Once she's
also, I
online.
believe, one of Adelphi's most played champions, correct?
Yeah, it is. So denying that is like really cool. Typically you'll see the counters to Seraphine be like a hook champ, but I don't think that's in Adelphi's champion pool. So it is a good angle to take away Seraphine.
Yep, I agree.
Means
Adelphi,
that, yeah, yes, okay, cool, cool, cool. They are going full Chemtech, and I love it.
absolutely.
I'm here for
Seraphine Amumu, the big combo.
it. Yeah, I mean,
Press R to
what's
win the
next?
game.
Jinx? And I think Scritch should be on Jinx, and that is like another Chemtech champion. TM, like Malphite, Ornn being another. It's just if you're not winning before, oh, they're gonna pick away the Ambessa themselves. Holy moly!
Wow. 3 separate players on Ambessa in 2 days.
Yeah, I wonder. It could be Jaboyge playing it mid. I would be surprised, but it could also just, it's. I didn't think it would be Gwen Shapiro, so it might be in the jungle too. It could really be anywhere.
Yeah, definitely could. Singed.
Ooh, they are going full arcane. Like I think I've seen this scene in the tents.
I actually
You know what
did.
I mean?
Yeah, no, I saw a couple
Like-
of these scenes actually. Caitlyn, Ambessa, and Singed coming through for the first 3 picks. Way the answer from the side of Noxus here.
And I'm just saying, Jinx is the counter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hui is gonna come through. Should be in the mid lane. I'm pretty sure that's part of the mommy pool. Yep, Soraka definitely Adelphi's one of her star champions. Pretty effective with the Caitlyn. Gonna ban out the Misfortune. I'm still thinking a Jinx would be really strong here. We'll see if they elect for it. I mean, they're probably picking ADC next, so unless Bandle City ban it, that's my guess for their pick here, but
It looks like, what is this Singed pick doing here? What are they going for with these first 3
That is a great
picks?
question.
It's really interesting. I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, the Caitlyn is really long range, has a lot of really good poke options. The Ambessa locks up their engage. They don't really need more engage. They're trying to go a split push angle with Singed potentially, and then just playing farther back in the team fights that might break out.
it's definitely an angle, Singed pretty good at like counter engage, like Singed is good when he gets engaged on because he just gets to, run around for free and peel and stuff.
Yeah.
Jinx is open, by the way. And then there's also, of course, the question of like champion pools. It's like, okay, well, like if your Mundo's banned, what's another champion you want to play? Blah blah blah. A third angle is it might just be an arcane team hog dick power move.
We're gonna
Like
just pick
I
5
wouldn't put
champions
it
from
past them.
Arcane.
I really would not put it past
Ooh,
them.
Kled coming in the top lane. I will
Yeah,
be
gonna
honest
lock
with
into
you.
Kled. Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen Kled Singed. So I am not sure how this matchup goes. You're going to have to fill me in on that one.
I can't say I know too much about it either. I mean, Singe definitely like able to deal with Kled. Like I feel like the Flings definitely like let him play how he wants. He kind of controls the angle of stuff, but I know Booz's Kled really, really strong pick, like banned out for a reason. I've seen him on it, so I'm excited to see it. Really good engage with the Amumu too.
Absolutely.
They're gonna go for the Morgana.
I like the Morgana here a lot, actually.
Yeah, if you're, you want to peel hockey.
You want to peel hockey, and you want to the Black Shield stopping Seraphine R is so massive. So massive.
Even okay, okay, well,
Why?
it's almost full arcane. I think it's I think they do know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Um, what support could they have picked though?
Renata. She's coming in Act 3, I believe.
Oh, she's banned.
No, I know. But if it wasn't banned,
Yeah, like because they don't have that many. Like Janna's not in yet.
I mean, there was a
Um,
photo of Janna on the door, right?
yeah,
Like a
it's just like
painting, a
does she
mural.
count or not? I don't know if she
Could
counts.
play Echo
I would
support.
counter. Swain, like yeah, you know what? I think there's isn't a support other than
Damn.
Renata that would. Damn, Arcane,
Kiana,
get your supports in
ooh,
there.
ooh, ooh,
Whoa,
ooh. What's
whoa,
going
that's not
on here?
Jinx.
Wait a minute.
That's not
Wait a
Jinx.
minute. Are we going
Scritch,
melee carry
Kiana,
bot
mute.
lane?
I think it might be Hui APC.
Oh, wow. That's
Mommy
so
milkers
interesting.
flexing down, like
Wait a minute. That's crazy. Oh, Luke, I'm so excited for this game. I've
this is a
seen
banger. That's a change up. I mean,
Bailey's Kiana. Amazing. Love Bailey's Kiana. Now, Hui
yeah, I hope
APC.
he's still fresh on it.
Oh, man.
Hui APC, it is really strong in the meta. Pretty good in the range of Caitlyn, you know what I mean?
Right. Huh. Incredibly interesting. I'm definitely excited to see how this one plays out.
I am too, I think, I can see why like you would want to maybe avoid playing a immobile carry like Jinx into Mbessa Vi, Caitlyn, like literally enforcers, like holy moly, like the fucking law is, you know, Jinx, known for being a cop killer, but like three of them at once plus the mad scientist on your trail.
Yeah, you got to be careful. That's for sure.
Yeah, we are taking things down to the Shuriman lands
All
for
right,
sure.
I'm coming out of the haze of seeing that Kiana be locked in last pick there. These two comps are incredibly interesting. A lot of team fight potential on Noxus' side, but a lot of peel and disengage on the side of Bandle City. Who do you think has this one? Channel points looks like, let's see how they're going. 12.5 versus 50K right now. They believe in the Noxus team fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like a bit of a reverse of last game where it's now Bandle City who have like a lot more like single target burst pick sort of style, like where they can engage, they can peel, they can deal damage, but they're not like exploding teams, whereas Bandle City or Noxus is definitely exploding all teams at once with everything's AoE except for Kled. Like the problem is, like with a champion like Morgana and like Singed, you just press Black Shield on your like Singed or Vi or whatever, and then he just eats the Kled ult, and then like that's that. So, um, Bandle City, they definitely have the tools to deal with like just the aggressive force of Noxus here, but like Noxus, they definitely have like different styles and modes to play here with Hui and Kiana. So I I don't know if they're necessarily favored, but they definitely have a lot to work with to play to their
I'm gonna go
advantages.
out on a limb here. I think this is a catch comp. I think they are looking to catch rotations with Kled, Seraphine, Kiana, Hui given the follow-up damage of Mumu being able to catch as well. This is really interesting. It has a strong team fight, but it also, if they get correct vision and if they can play around the rotations that Bandle City is going to throw out, that they could get some really cheeky kills.
They definitely can. I mean, both teams really like potent in that sort of catch thing. Like if you step into a Caitlyn trap, like your head is getting chopped off. Singe just flinging you, Morgana's rooting you. Like there is so much single target CC for Bandle City that they can throw at you. So both teams are gonna have to be like really careful about like who's lurking in the shadows.
Yesterday
Um,
in Arcane, we saw a Blitzcrank get locked up for 4 seconds straight, so I'm trying to break that record tonight.
yeah, we can with a Morgana that record is pretty easily broken.
Indeed. Indeed it is.
Like you can have Singed run at you, just throw down the goo, the gamer goo, and then like you're rooted, you're grounded, you're slowed, and then you just can't really dodge what comes next. So same with Vi, like a Vi into a guaranteed Morgana root, it can just that's just so many free kills. And like if Bandle City like are able to put on that aggression and like not have it bite them, that they're blowing all their loads on like single target lockdowns, like they can really snowball the game. But Noxus, they've got angles, they've got AoE, they've got range, you know. A lot of it's going to be on this Hui though, you know, the only like ranged damage threat. The onus is definitely on Hui to be able to like create a lot of threat.
It certainly is. It certainly is. Just for the viewers at home, we did have a slight client malfunction, so they had to restart the draft. We've not quite gotten into our 3-minute spectator delay yet, but we will be there soon. Luke, why don't you tell us about the rest of how this bracket is looking down here in Chemtech? Is this game the last? I don't think this game is the last Chemtech game of the week, right? So we've got some more action headed the way. How has this season looked for the rest of the teams in the bracket?
Well, it's been a really competitive one. Like I said, like these two teams, like they're fighting for first and second, against Demacia, I believe, who is also 3-1. So it's very neck and neck there. And then even Bilgewater, I believe, is like 2 wins, and they've looked really strong. You know, they've beaten top tier teams. It's one win really that like can be the difference between first and fourth place. So it's super competitive. The Void is 0-4. They haven't really been able to find the footing, but that's the great thing about this format is like it doesn't really matter if you can win in playoffs, you know? Like it's only seeding or a bye that it gets you, you know? Everyone gets you there, so
Right.
anything can happen, and it's been really close.
Chat did confirm this is actually the last game of the Chemtech season, so they have no matches left to play.
Yeah,
after this one is
yeah, I
completed.
believe it because Demacia 3-1, so they've played their
Yeah.
game already. So this is the last regular season Chemtech game, and we are we are having a treat so far.
Yes, we are. They're finishing up the draft right now. Thank you for bearing with us, everybody. Hopefully you got those channel point predictions in. Looking at 25.5K versus 50K right now. Now, with Grant taking away the ability to buy roles in the Discord, I don't know if the community is going to be down for this much longer. What do these channel points even do anymore?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. That's a problem to figure
Hopefully
out.
something will come back in the future. I didn't even like know it was gone until I looked right now. But
well, Luke, you never know what you have until it goes away, right?
well, you know what went away was the 20,000 channel point custom Discord role that they took away because I don't know, like inflation or whatever, which makes so much sense.
They really had to keep on track with how we were moving as the US.
Right? Like, and doubling it out of nowhere, it's like, okay. So, you know, mods are going to do what they're going to do. Taking away as a whole, I don't know. I have been saving up for a really good roll because, you know, you only get one or more. If you're rich, not me. I always sit like at the mark of buying it. I like to gamble. But once again, I mean,
I have not lost any of the gambling since I came back, which is very antithetical to my performance before I was gone.
Who'd you bet on this game?
I'm not a biased caster, Luke. I can't tell you that. Come on.
Ah, God.
No, I can't tell you until after the game's over. But we're in the spectator delay, so that game's going to come up soon, hopefully.
Yeah, what I can see is that it's 10 people have voted for Bandle City, and 1 person has voted for Noxus. 50,000 points.
Oh my gosh.
So draw the conclusions that you will from that. Can you call it a calculated bet or a charitable donation to the community?
I mean, either way, we're. I mean, this series has had what? There was 105K on the first game, and then the
there was more.
game?
It was like 170 or something.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
that was the cap. This one, I hope we can get it in the next 30 seconds to 100K. That would be a great milestone to hit.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Would be needed for that. Come on, you know you want to win those points.
We've already ticked up. Oh, we're so close to 100K.
Just a few hundred more. We got a second voter on Noxus, but it's chump change that was added. Last seconds, last call for your bets.
About a minute 30 before we are able to see this game 2 of Bandle City versus Noxus. The conclusion to the Chemtech regular season, going into playoffs, setting what the seeds will be.
Catch your breath now, because it's going to go out with a bang.
Now, looking at these playoff brackets, we've got 3 playoff brackets this season. Arcane, Hextech, and Chemtech, all of them looking like they're going to be absolute bangers from the inside and out. Which one are you most excited to watch?
You know, I'm not sure. I mean, I think like I'm always hyped when there's an Amumu around. Um, and so teams that like are getting this through, it's like there's always a reason for something to happen. Like I think whenever there's an Amumu around, there's always like some alternative angle going around, and so you don't always know who that's gonna be. Uh, and different teams have like different like champion pools to work around. But right now, like the Caitlyn for the Amumu trade is really exciting. So that to me is telling me like this bot lane is about to explode, and I'm excited to watch that because when you have an Amumu, you have a win condition and you're playing to it. So in this game too, we're gonna see some crazy stuff go down in the bot lane.
Real quick, my League of Legends did just crash.
Oh no.
Indeed.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to reconnect into the game. Give me one sec.
Throw up the Discord stream if you need to.
Yeah, it looks like it's letting me just reconnect back in, which will be fantastic.
You are loaded in.
All right, perfect.
Champions are leaving the base.
Yep, I am in
know
now.
it's all good.
All caught
Okay,
up.
great.
We are good. Perfect. Let me switch the stream over here, and we are into game 2 here.
Yeah. A lot of teleports on the side of Bandle City. A lot of teleports. That's I think they're doing some funny business here.
Oh, they've got to be doing some funny business. I mean, there are 3 TPs on the other side as well, so they will be able to match all but one of those.
They sure will. Gotta get that exhaust in there, but yeah, the chat suggests that they might have known what they're doing with the arcane stuff in Black Rose Morgana.
Man, yeah, they had to do it.
Yeah. Bit of damage on the Singed. Actually has to pop Ghost.
Yep, has to pop Ghost to get away there. Does burn the bone plating, as if that'll matter. Oh, I think I'm still a little bit behind you here.
Yeah, I'm up 130.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Raptor's gonna get warded out, but Mumu is starting on his blue. Gonna pass actually up to top. So they might just want to actually snowball this Kled and like say, you know, Caitlyn Morgana, like, you know, we don't want you to win the game, but we're not gonna win the game off of you.
Absolutely.
Might just try to...
And making sure that the Singed doesn't really get a lot of farm, a lot of agency to be ahead in the early game. Probably a pretty good trade there. Nah, if Singed is behind, he'll be annoying, but he won't be lethally annoying the majority of the time.
Yeah.
You did call it, with the Abessa being the mid lane pick. Jaboy J Money laning into Scritch here. When was the last time we saw Scritch's Kiana? If Scritch has been on 80 carry all season, I don't think we have this season.
He's been on
right?
KD all tournament, and he hasn't played like in a couple. So it's actually been a while since I've seen it. Like at least, you know, off of the Howling Abyss matches we played together.
Right.
So we'll see if they can take down Jaboy. The Ambessa.
Interesting here. Cthulhu missed a minion, it seems. Oh, the Morgana route lands. Hockey Boys is going to get the first blood through the flash. It will be traded. Cthulhu taking down Hockey Boys, but they got the flash from the Hui there. A positive trade.
Yeah. Good first blood kill. You know, they get the return, but both of them going to TP back now. Wave pushing in.
Adelphi down there saying, you're going to ban me out. My Morgana is going to hit you under tower.
Yeah, getting a really nice bind there. Already level 3. Getting a lot of solo XP there. But Hockey Boys gets a nice Cole. Gets to really accelerate his lead there. Pretty good.
Yep, absolutely. Hui gonna do his best just to keep them off the wave as much as possible. Pretty difficult in
mid lane's
Morgana.
fighting, but something's gonna happen in the top lane too as bunch of heroes lane pushes in, and Amumu's here to catch it.
Yep, looks like the
Bandage
Q
land.
will land. They are going to take the Singed down. Atomic
kill.
Ghost claiming kill credit. Really good gank there on the top side of the map. Going to get that wave into tower. Going to force the TP out from Singed.
Yeah, Sandra's no flash. I mean, not even running it, but the Ghost is on cooldown. It's a really easy gank target, and with the lane pushing back after it crashed.
Oh, yeah.
Great gank from Juan.
Oh, yeah, that's
Pads up top, and
fantastic.
he got what he came for.
We are going to have
He
to
can come
look for
back.
the fact that Singed was able to buy a book, and Kled is down an item right now. Or not a full item, but
Yeah,
an opponent.
and,
So,
you know, super low. He will have to TP back. Like,
yep. But that
relatively soon,
regank,
but
you
Amumu's-
called it. Amumu coming
Yeah,
right
he-
back out of the top side, messing around with the Singed, making sure, hey, I don't want you on this wave.
Yeah, definitely putting in some harassment. Gonna be hard to find too much. I wonder if Gwen Shapiro is gonna be baited to stop the recall here. Singed can't really stop.
Oh, going
he
back
was.
in is Juan. Booze is there. The double Q does land, and they'll claim the kill, the return kill. Without a TP, that's going to lose them a lot of experience in gold.
Yeah, Vibe's gonna be here to catch the wave, but it's still a really good kill. Like, the Singed is so far behind. I was thinking, like, surely a Singed won't be asked to stop the recall of a jungler, but even the pressure is just it's too hard to resist sometimes.
Certainly is. Ambessa TPing back into the mid lane. Jaboy J Money and Scritch. Looks like Jaboy J Money got a kill onto Scritch as well.
Wait, I did miss that. Yeah,
Yeah,
while
we
that was
both
happening.
missed that, but Jaboy J Money got a kill onto Scritch, back, bought that pickaxe, and TP'd back into lane.
Yeah, but the Dirk too. Scritch not too far behind in stats. Both teams warding up Dragon. No moves on it made just yet. Level 6s for the mid laners.
Yep, very close so far. Only a 200 gold difference. Nothing major here in the early stages of the game. Another fight coming in the mid lane. Scritch is going to get out for the moment. Will have to ult the Ambessa away, but get caught by the Ambessa ultimate back. Winning the trade is Ambessa. Unfortunately, Jaboy J Money having to run away there from Juan in the end.
Yep, ult for ult. Ambessa just having a little bit more damage at the end.
Oh,
but
Singed. Oh, Singed, you don't want to do that. Singed tossing the Kled back. Ooh, a flash out from Scritch. Will it matter? Scritch will get the return kill in the mid lane. Well played there
Yeah,
from
you
Scritch,
know-
but Booze in the top side of the map said, Singed, I'm tired of looking at you. I need you to get out of my lane. Claiming another solo kill.
Yeah, God, this Kled already off to such a strong lead, you know. The Ambessa definitely displaying dominance, but Scritch's return kill is really important because, you know, if Scritch is getting return kills and Gwen Shapiro isn't, that's going to be really good news for Noxus. Ooh, Hockey Boy's barely evading that Hui spell.
Yeah.
After
Delphi
recall.
playing very aggressively still. I kind of like it. Pushing them off, make sure they don't get the Caitlyn reset, or back reset.
Yeah, Vi's in the area to lend a hand if needed. Gonna trade
Exactly.
Grubs for Dragon there. Pretty vertical jungling so far this game. Noxus again, you know, early gold lead at the first several minutes, but Bandle City was able to change that really quickly after this point last game, so anything could happen.
Yep, Scritch looking like he's playing for the push here. First item he's picking up is a Tiamat.
Ooh,
Ooh, well played from
trade
Scritch there. Yeah, great trade in
No
Ninja
ult
Boy.
to get the kill, but
Yeah, this Tiamat will be able to help out with the push in lane. Try to get this Kiana rotating off a bit faster than the Ambessa will be able to match.
yeah, once this ult is up, you know, 7 more seconds. Vi is unfortunately here, so Scritch might be
Oh,
tempted to
Amumu
go
is too, though.
for the-
This might be
Oh,
a
yeah.
counter gank.
Ooh, finds
They
the
are going to
bandage.
find each other.
Scritch, you gotta walk up.
Oh,
Help your
Scritch
jungler.
is walking up currently, but he's not walking up to
Or
the jungler.
just
Instead, he's getting a
get
solo
the
kill on
1v1
Jaboy J Money.
kill.
Adelphi did come up, though.
Oh.
Vi is going to get the ultimate off. Wait for it. Taking down the mid laner. That's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Looking like Kled might be here to try to get some more. Singed will be able to push this wave in the top side in return.
Kled is looking. His ult's almost up, so I guess they want to chase.
Oh, this is
they'll be-
wasting a lot of time here.
Yeah.
This was, I'm going to say it, an ill-advised roam from the top laner. Singed gets a
Yes.
lot for that. Going to be able to proxy a wave. Kiana having to go mid lane, or top lane rather, to answer.
Yeah, should have called it off before it's too late, and then committing to the chase with the field. He does get the kill on the Singe, which is nice. They changed how champion like bounties work. Like if you die over and over, it's not that like determines the gold. It's just like your gold deficit or something like that. So
Right.
basically,
Yeah. It's like how much farm you have, how much.
yeah. So the Singe is not worth 0 gold. That is to say. So the kills matter.
Oh, looks like a Mumu coming in is going to get sniffed out by the ward there. Vi
vision.
is here for a potential counter gank. Adelphi posturing up, trying to get the Mumu to come in on this. Ooh, Scritch back in the mid lane. Oh, but Ambessa's kind of caught in the middle here.
Yeah,
a
she's
Mumu.
gonna have to get the blast cone. Juan's gonna take it right into Noxus. Getting rid
He
of
is, but the
that.
Ambessa
No.
ultimate over the wall, coming back through. Wait for it, taking out Juan.
Yeah, really unfortunate. He'll have
Ooh,
to
the double root onto
get
Hockey
rid of the
Boys as well.
escape, but it was a
Yeah,
trap all along.
escape gone. Kiana pushed up in the mid lane here. But not so much. Trying to take a fight with your boy J Money. Hits the root, gonna walk off of it.
Even a Hockey Boys was roaming up to try to help, could send that ace in the hole to secure a kill or make the difference. Definitely a bit of damage that matters, but
Yep, Scritch. Scrap it with your boy J Money. Still gonna lose out on that trade. A level down currently. Oh, Kled.
ooh,
Look at that
wait, the aggressive
damage.
move. I mean, Adelphi's here.
Yep,
Bandage
Adelphi
barely
is
goes
there.
wide.
Scritch
Vi
is
is
going to
here.
go
That's-
down to this. Vi, though, finding the ultimate from Kiana, not going to be able to peel it off enough, and they're engaging onto Juan as well.
Amumu.
They're going in. The Amumu does hit the ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. Your boy J Money, the Ambessa once again proving it's here to stay in that mid lane.
Yeah, these Morgana black shields. I mean, last time it was the Vi like ulted herself, like she went CC immune to dodge the Amumu ult, and now it's Morgana's black shield that makes Ambessa immune to the Amumu ult. All these tools to kind of dodge CC are coming clutch in these fights.
Absolutely, and we saw them bait out Adelphi, but Adelphi's playing pretty well on this Morgana in response to that. Even up there with her jungler, taking on the Grubs right now. Great rotation there. That's going to get them an advantage here. Dragon about to be up as well, but it doesn't look like Red Team is posturing for the vision there. They're going to try to contest these Grubs. A TP, in fact, from the Kled to contest these Grubs.
Ooh. Yeah, they're definitely gonna want to get that fourth to be able to, have something to say for themselves. These Morgana rooms have been so effective though. Seraphine's more or less been staying bot. She's up here now, but the Caitlyn, she's not taking over the game, but she doesn't need to, She did go
Right.
through this.
All you need to do is get the push in your lane and let your support roam out of it onto objectives and following the jungler around, and a lot of the times that'll be effective enough. Nox is playing this game quite well, still at a 1k gold deficit.
Yeah, it's just like a parallel of last game. Had 1k up, and then a few minutes later had 1k down. And even this top dive, they're not diving top right now, but it's around the point of the game where they did that. But Jane, he likes those odds.
He does. He likes the 1v2 odds. Let's see if it pans out for him. Gonna go mountless right now. The Singed. Oh, he has the flash away. The ace in the hole will not kill. They might try to set up a dive here, though. He is going to try to bat currently, but he's going to have to walk away from this one. Singed is
so
fast.
slow.
Caitlyn is also fast. The Kled going down, and that's a shutdown onto Hockey
Hail
Boys.
Blade.
The last person you wanted that to go to.
Yeah, really strong spacing from Hockey Boys to stay able to deal all the damage to Kled while he tries to kill. Singe doesn't quite get it. Picking up these plates, picking up these shutdowns, and like I've said, it doesn't take much for this Caitlyn to just be strong enough to be a threat. Ooh,
Absolutely.
bot
It
lane,
looks
though.
like there is a fight going on in the bot side of the map. Seraphine ultimate comes out, but will be dodged by the Vi Q. They're going to walk away from the play. Probably going to have to concede the dragon here. Ambessa coming in. It's a 4v3, actually. They're not going to concede anything. Going in is Juan, but he's immediately going to get bursted out. The exhaust coming down onto Jaboy J Money. It doesn't mean a whole lot. Scritch does hit the ultimate onto the Vi, but unfortunately not
root.
able to capitalize enough. The root coming in is huge with the Wei damage. They're picking up
Oh,
all the
two.
kills. Double kill for Scritch. Wei
That's
should
tight.
be able to clean this up with the Seraphine. Oh, Kiana coming around. The flash from
Oh,
Wei hits
nice
the flea. The
here.
triple kill from Scritch on the Kiana is going to lock up the dragon for him.
Yeah, he came for 3 and he got 3, and there was even a solo kill top lane. Singe died once again, so actually 4 kills picked up for Noxus, evening out the gold and potentially getting this dragon. Really nice clutch route from Cathala, like secured the ability to
Yeah,
have the
Hui just
Kiana come in and clean it up.
unloaded damage after that double root from Cthulhu.
Yeah, really nice play, turning the tides back in their favor in that fight. You know, they had the numbers and it really did count, which is good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, if you look at the scoreboard right now, all their TPs are down. They did not have any TPs to come and TP into that dragon fight. They're still going 2v1 in the top lane. Trying to push it. Booze once again going in on Gwen Shapiro. Going to have an angle that cannot be helped by Ambessa. Will walk off the play just in case.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes Singe will go Rylai's first, but this Singe is going Leandri's first, and so it's a while before he has that like perma utility of just like slowing everyone he comes into contact with. So while he is like a damage threat, you know, like Rylai's Singe looks behind, you're not dealing any damage to anyone ever, but like you are helping your team a lot in the actual 5v5s by just having that utility. But the Leandri is like, you know, you are kind of always
ultimate coming in onto Boozosaurus. Boozosaurus wanted to peek that objective, and it was a bad idea getting caught out by the ultimate from your boy J Money.
Yeah, you know, it's a really thin line to hit, but like when it hits it, it matters, and he's been hitting all of these great executions.
Yeah, it is going extremely well. I also want to highlight Bailey's heads-up thinking here in the mid lane. Do you see that first item he bought?
Yeah, the Serpent's Fang, I noticed. It's
yeah,
really, really good for that. That Ambessa shield it looks crazy sometimes.
Incredibly effective into the Ambessa shield for sure.
Currently looking for a flank. 2 full items on him. Really nice. It's going to be dangerous. Ooh.
Ooh, the root coming on to Bailey. That's going to be a dead scritch. Shut down to Hockey Boys.
It's just that easy sometimes with like a Morgana. Like you hit a vine.
Oh my gosh, there's fighting all across the map. Juan having to flash away. James getting the solo kill on the Singed in the top lane. They're fighting everywhere right now in the Chemtech bracket.
Yeah, the gold is everywhere at this point. I mean, after that triple kill, the gold was even, but now it's already 4,000 back in the lead of Bandle City. Like
a lot of that is farm. Look at this farm differential that's going on right now. Caitlyn 135, Hui 100, mid lane 114, Scritch 95, jungle 10 CS up. Booze is pretty much their only chance there in the CS game, and it's not enough. TP is coming into the top side of the map. Singe is going to try to save his tower. Let's see if he can do it. Gonna fling him back. He will take tower aggro.
I mean, I don't think he has the potential for a kill or anything. The Kled is really strong comparatively, but like, you know, with Leandri's, he's a champion, you know. Exactly. He does things, but down 2 levels, down some components, definitely needs to know his limits as Kled remounts on him.
Doesn't look like he does. Booze is gonna take the kill there. Gonna dismount again, but it doesn't matter. Another solo kill. James is going crazy in the top side.
Yeah, 5 kills on this Kled. I mean, he has got a lot of gold to his name. I mean, somehow still down a lot to Caitlyn, but still like the threat that they need to be able to have these fights work in their favor.
Delphi holding this mid lane down, picking up that experience. No objectives currently up, but Dragon will be the next available. You can see the pings coming out on the map. They're looking to ward around the Dragon right now. Pretty heads up by Noxus.
Yeah. And one thing about this game that's different is that the dragons are going much slower. It's one piece at 17 minutes rather than like 3 already.
Oh, look at the ultimate from Ambessa. Gets the dismount on the Kled and immediately capitalizes on it. Going to get the kill. Jaboy J Money in the top side. Singed is up there too. That's going to give Noxus the ability to go into this bottom side of the map pretty safely if Singed shows on the top side.
It sure will, but I mean, this tier 2 is...
Oh no, this tier 2
already.
is gone.
I mean,
this tier 2 is absolutely gone.
Noxus, they're looking for a pick, but no one's coming near. Maybe Hockey Boys will venture forth now, but okay.
He's dead. He's gone. Hockey Boys is out of here. The shutdown coming on to Scritch. It looks like they are trying to fight this, though. The Vi going into the back line, going to get queued by the Amumu. Scritch is able to flash away and not die. TP coming in. They're getting them a little bit pinched here. They're going to try to walk off the back side of this fight. The TP came in from Jaboy J Money as well. He is in on Atomic Ghost. He will go on a killing spree, and it looks like they might turn this fight around. Adelphi, Jaboy J Money, they're all on here. There's another TP coming in from the top side of the map, but it might be too little, too late. Scritch, oh, he's invisible. He's invisible. What's happening? Jaboy J Money is going to catch him, it looks like. Oh, so well played by Scritch, but gets caught by the Morgana bind. Unfortunately, really, really well played by Scritch there for a moment, but the Morgana bind rings true. What a fight.
Yeah, the movement was really good, but the Mbessa, unfortunately, just kind of like stat checks the whole Noxus team, ironically. And, you know, they had a really good jump on the Caitlyn. They got the kill, but they weren't really able to cleanly get out. And Noxus, or Bandle City, with their Noxian Ambassador, she's got 2 items, and she's just punching. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter who. It's just working. Learned a lot from Vi, I guess, you know.
Yeah, watching Arcane really helped with the mechanics of punching them a whole lot. Ace in the hole coming out for damage, trying to push the Seraphine off the wave here in the mid lane.
Yeah, lethality Caitlyn build. Definitely those ults hit. Not as much after they nerfed it. A pretty considerable amount.
Right, it was 50% AD, right?
Yeah, 50% bonus AD, which, you know, but already by now, like, amounts to, what, 75, which is not at all negligible.
No, definitely very consequential in a lot of spots.
But, like, you know, if you're using it for poke, it's still going to punch. Ooh, but walking into a dangerous bush.
Yeah, he is. Scritch is there. Scritch hits the stun. Scritch gets the kill. That's the pick comp at work that I was talking about there. They cannot walk into these jungle locations that aren't warded.
Yeah, really good ult angle, too, from Scritch. Still hit Caitlyn through the net, but it is... James is Kled now in trouble.
And it looks like there is the Kled in trouble on the top side as a kill comes in the middle of the map toward the Baron Nashor. They are going to trade kills here. But with Kiana down, this is a favorable 4v3. They're going to try to push into the top side jungle, establish some vision here on the top side of the map. Maybe set up this Baron Nashor that they're doing. The TP's coming in. They're committing to it. They're committing to it right now. And Jaboy J Money going into the back line. 1v3. He is getting CC'd, but it might not matter. The flash coming out is going to pick up the Seraphine shutdown. Is going to kill Juan as well. Jaboy J Money 1v3 showing who's boss.
And then his team is taking Baron casually on the side. I mean, he's going to, like, zone them, but he just gets 2 kills in the duration. Like, there's just no damage on the side of Noxus without the Kiana, without the Kled. No one can really do anything about this Mbessa.
No, they needed that Serpent's Fang in that fight, in that moment from the Kiana, but the Kiana was nowhere to be seen. Kiana picking up a kill on the backside of that. Yep, Gwen Shapiro, a little bit over push there in the top side.
Yeah, and I mean, gosh, Hockey Boys, you know, he's the one who's been getting so many kills each game, having such a dominating performance, but this one, he's not the center of attention at all. 3-3 on this Caitlyn. It is his top side. You know, the jungle.
Ooh, flash in from Juan in the mid lane. Not going to connect, unfortunately. I like the attempt there. They saw that they had the numbers advantage. Tried to capitalize on it. Vi showed on that ward on the bot side.
Yeah. It really is the Jaboy J Money show right now, though.
Oh, it is.
Both games, first the Viego, now the Mbessa. I mean, I don't know. Is it the Arcane buff? Is it the Marriage buff? A lot of factors are at play here, but he is looking for a 1v4 right now. And he's
looking for it, and he's going to find a fight. Oh, Juan going down almost immediately from the Ambessa damage. The TP coming in as well. They know this is their fight. The Seraphine ultimate charms too, but it might not matter. Busasaurus getting unmounted. Busasaurus going down, a double kill to Jaboy J Money. That is incredible play from the Ambessa there. Great awareness, great team fighting. Jaboy J Money might just be on another level.
And it's starting to look really grim here. You know, it's looking bad when you have these tools of peeling like the Seraphine ult and you're hitting them and everything, and it's just not working regardless. There's really few avenues left to stop the massacre.
No, this is incredibly difficult position from Noxus here. Incredibly difficult. The ultimate coming out from Scritch. He's going to try to engage on Jaboy J Money. He does have that Serpent's Fang. About half health. He's going to be able to walk away, no problem. Ult burn there from Scritch.
Yeah, I mean the Serpent's Fang, it helps, and it's been, doing a lot of reduction on the Ambessa specifically, but when you're down levels and items at this point, it's kind of not comparable to the actual difference in power level of the champions, so it's gonna be hard to really ever kill this Ambessa.
It certainly is, especially with the Baron wave, especially with them pushing into the base. But Hockey Boys out of position, caught immediately by Cthulhu. Great recognition. They're going to get a pick, and they're going to go for more. The Q coming in, not going to be able to connect. The Morgana does step back for a moment. That allows them the opportunity to perhaps speed up and catch here. The Morgana route does come out. Singed getting away there as well. Chase is going to end here. Baron wave is going to push. They might look for a play here.
Oh, but Amumu's in.
Is here. The Amumu hits 3, but it's not enough. But look at the ult into the back line. Immediately onto the way, stopping all of the damage potential coming out. Jaboy, he's continuing to go. Taking down Cthulhu on the backside as well. Boozosaurus off the mount. Jaboy J Money going wild. He's going insane. The mount is back up. Jaboy J Money still up. In triple kill for the Ambessa. What is he even doing? What does that champion do?
It does everything, Lemur. That's the answer. It's diving, it's kiting, it's peeling, it's splitting, it's tanking, it's engaging, it's disengaging, it's...
I don't even know what just happened. I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked at how well Jaboy J Money played that entire fight.
Makes Cassante look like a breath of fresh air at this point. I mean, I guess the game's not quite over. The death time is still too early for them to take the base off of that. But that, I mean, to Jaboy's credit, I mean, he did kind of go unignored. It wasn't like they threw everything at him to stop him. Like,
no, it was pretty much just the Kled. Yeah, he hit immediately onto the way. He played that fight incredibly well. Also important to note, I don't know if you saw it in that fight, but Adelphi's Black Shields have been on point all game.
They have been unstoppable. I mean, like, no pun intended. They have really been just... Ooh, my lights went back on. They have been really just able to enable some really egregious plays from the Ambessa, even the Vi, like just getting into the backline where they shouldn't be and enforcing their duties, as you could say.
Yeah, absolutely. We're currently sitting back. They're going to collect these waves, try to collect their thoughts as well, figure out how to win this one. It's in such a precarious position. They have to play perfectly, does Noxus, in order to win this one.
Yeah, and there's more hope than there is at this point last game. They don't have Lost Soul yet, and they have engaged.
They do have an engage there, and the engage is going to be successful. The shutdown going over to Boozosaurus, taking down, wait for it.
Yeah, they can always do that. They can always find a 5-mana Moomoo ult. They can always find a 5-man Kiana ult,
Exactly, there's avenues. There's always avenues, Luke, and they found one of the avenues. Let's see if they can find another.
Yeah, Scritch, he is down a level to Gwen Shapiro, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the 2 levels now. Wow, but he could still find the burst. The Singed is squishier than
Oh my gosh, Hockey Boy stopping the back of Boozosaurus there. Booza said, hey, okay, I'll take that fight, no problem. Hockey Boys, he's still alive. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at your boy J Money healing Hockey Boys. What a play, what an ult there from Ambessa, completely styled on.
That Yordle got snapped right in the trap. Hockey Boys point blank styling on him with the ace in the hole. Which hole, you might ask? We can't say. But Hockey Boys making sure that KDA is even.
Wow.
Really having like the most relaxed game of the season so far.
Yeah.
He is dealing damage, but he's not needing to really like set the pace of the game.
Again, though, look at the farm. He's got the most farm in the game by 40 CS. He is weak by no means.
No, not at all. I mean, he's up so much gold. He has more than his jungler. Competing with his mid laner, Infinity Edge completed. Still so strong. Still doing so much damage. Like Halo Blade's one-shotting someone. And now we are at Baron.
We are at Baron. The Kled does have TP to come to this play. The Singed does also have TP, but Cthulhu immediately killing the jungler. This play is going on still. We're going to see if the Baron is still contested. I don't think it can be. Both junglers going down. Double TP.
Yeah, I mean... Ooh.
Triple TP. Triple TP.
Oh my god, that is so cheeky. They're going to look to do some stuff. I mean, Scritch has the TP.
They are.
Got the recall. I wonder if he's going to die here. Oh,
he's definitely going to die here. He's absolutely going to die here. And they're going to take this turret down. Yep, we'll see. Jaboy J Money took a lot of turret shots there. We'll see if Boozosaurus can do it. He is going to get demounted, going to be able to get away slightly. The Ace of the Hole coming out, blocked by Cthulhu there. Going to take an inhibitor with the triple TP play and back off of it. Really well executed.
They get the inhib, can't get more, got a kill. You know, they're gonna look top, I guess.
Yeah,
they have low health bars, but they're gonna test their limits here. I would really love to see Juan. Oh, he doesn't have ult.
Oh.
Ah, gosh.
He doesn't have ult, but they're stuck. They are caught.
They're stuck.
Does get to go in. The shutdown from the way. Great play there. They overextended. They overstayed. Jaboy's going to go down as well. A huge shutdown of 1,000 gold going over to Boozosaurus. Oh, wow. Look at the flame. Look at the flame.
That is one rich Yordle, and they have to do Baron. It's now or never. Vise.
No, they have to. This is their time. This is their opportunity. This is their play.
Yeah, Dragon has another minute on it left. They don't need to worry about that. They need to get to this Baron. They need to get it down. You know, the one disadvantage of a comp like this is they don't have an ADC to really deal a crazy amount of DPS, and Hui's stuck dealing with minions.
They don't.
So.
It's all Scritch. It's all Booze. They've got to do as much damage as possible. Baron is actually going down. It's going down pretty effectively. I think they're going to get the Baron Nasher.
Amumu with the Leandries actually has so much percent damage. Really good at taking the objectives, so they're going to take it no problem.
Wow.
You're going to have to be wary of this Infernal Soul that's spawning.
There's still a 10k gold deficit, Luke. A 10k gold deficit, 10K. And they just pulled off that play.
10k plus levels plus the Baron buff. You know, the levels could be worse, right? Hui is up a level. Kled is up a level. Seraphine's up a level. But Ambessa's up 2. Oh, well, only up 1 now. Just changed. Vi's up 1. So the problem is, well, that isn't the whole. The problem is Morgana is just going to black shield someone, and the best is just going to go in, and it's hard to stop at this point.
And especially with a 10k gold deficit, what are you supposed to do in these team fights?
Right, you like Amumu without the flash. Like, it's really nice if Amumu can just flash in, set up for his Kiana, set up for the Seraphine, but they need. Oh, Scritch! No!
Yeah. Oh no! Scritch thought he had a flank. He thought he had a flank. He did so much damage, but it doesn't matter. But look at the Ambessa. Ambessa is right in there, going on Cthulhu. There is a fight going on the other side. A double kill for Hockey Boys. They've got to run. They've got to run. They've got to try to defend. Booze and Mommy Milker Uwu, last two standing. Booze might get caught here by the Singed. Gonna go down to the Singed. Oh,
can't even get one.
They tried to defend the soul. They tried to surmount the odds of a 10k gold deficit. They had it for a minute. They got the Baron Nasher, but unfortunately, it's not enough. Noxus.
Well, hold on.
Oh? What are we holding on for? You don't think the game's over, Luke?
I don't know. Hui's clearing waves, and Ambessa took the dragon, and he's getting kills.
He's getting killed. How is this happening? But wait for it. Oh my gosh, Mommy Milker Uwu.
Waiting for.
This game is not over.
Scritch is here. It's really close to over, and I think you can't say Nox is gonna win because of this, but.
But Jaboy J Money is so huge. He's in a 1v4 right now. He gets Scritch out of there, waits out the exhaust, goes in with the ultimate. It's a 1v4 and Jaboy J Money, he doesn't even care. He takes out 2. He's going for 3. Picks up Juan as well. He said, this game isn't over. I'll put it on my back and make it over.
No, he likes the odds of the 1v5 at this point, much like Faker against the LPL. This is Jaboy against Noxus, but unfortunately, the little Noxian Yordle has something to say about his ambassador. He's gonna take her down for yet another shutdown, but
these fights are absolutely insane. They're crazy.
No, they are.
Chemtech is the bracket to be in, let me tell you.
Got 36 to 26, more than one kill per minute. Ambessa 18, 5, and 11. I can't wait to see the damage charts here. 10k gold lead, Infernal Soul. Nexus turret down, but we're still in the rift.
Mommy Milker Uwu played that fight so well. Let's talk about the fact that it was 1v4 on that side as well. Somehow ends up with 2 kills.
Because she knew what she had to do, you know? You have to clear the wave, you have to stall as long as you can. And she was using her spells in the wave, prioritizing that, but she also hit like really crucial CCs on the people that were diving her. Hit really fear, stayed alive. One of the nice things Hui can do, and they bought time. They bought time, and they get one more chance.
One more chance. Same gold deficit.
Something.
Same goal deficit, but no objective this time. They're going to try for a little bit better of an angle. They're going to try for Scritch not to walk into a bush alone. We will see.
They do have to be careful. You have to assume every bush has got someone in it.
You do it.
All the TPs are up.
All of the TPs are up.
Oh, Whale goes a little wide.
Just a tad bit. Oh, but they're still there on the backside. Oh, they don't go for it. They don't go for the pick opportunity.
They could find Hockey. Nope.
No.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
he hits it. He does hit the stun. They didn't follow up fast. Hockey. Oh my gosh. Scritch with the ultimate stunning 2 people. Really good. Adelphi going in on Atomic Ghost there on the back line. This is a really chaotic fight, but it looks like Noxus might be on the top side of it. Boozosaurus there. Gonna get taken. Oh, he does it. A triple kill for Scritch. What a fight there from Noxus, and they're still in the game.
It looks really good when the Ambessos has nothing to do with the entire team fight. You know, they found an engage and it worked because their whole team didn't get blown up in an instant. You know, it still was a competitive fight. You know, I mean, we went down, Way went low, Kled went low, but they got 3 kills. But Ambessa was not there. Ambessa was not at all there. She didn't even bother TPing in.
But hey, that's what they need. They need to find that. They need to find Ambessa not there, or they need to find an angle around Ambessa where their whole backline doesn't get blown up.
They do, and hey, it's only 8k gold lead now, so that's something. I guess. Almost full build on the side of Bandle City for all their carries, but Scritch's 4.5 items. Quay almost looking at a 4th. You know, the more that every champion gets gold, the more it's slightly tipping back for the odds for Noxus. Still not looking good with the soul and the open base, the base and everything, but
Luke, these team fights are moving back and forth like a pendulum, like
they really
what
are.
Is it, a seesaw on a child's playground? It's just tip, 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 going back and forth. We got to see who wins this next one, because whoever wins this next one might just win the game.
Yeah, definitely looking like it. I mean, the death timers are so high at this point. Noxus, it could be tough to crack the base so quick, but they could definitely get something. Hockey Boys is okay. Amumu's looking, but I don't know if he even has the vision.
No,
he doesn't
have the vision, and his split is also backing. But the back, unfortunately, oh, that's going to be a huge pick. That's going to be a huge pick. They're going to turn to Baron right now, and the jungler being down, this Baron is probably going through.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't learn enough from their mistakes of walking into the unwarded bushes with the Caitlyn traps and the Ambessa champion. Not able to do anything about Baron.
Look at Scritch. What is Scritch trying to do
lying
here?
on the prowl.
He's lining up here for Hockey Boys, actually. He's trying to be a hero, and he does get the stun off on 3 of them. Will go down for the play. He gets a Zanya's, and he gets the 80 carry. Not sure if it's worth with Baron waves pushing into the base.
No, it's risky. You know, it's something. I commend him for trying. You know, because it's hard to say that without that play that Noxus can really sustain the tides.
Oh, Booz is going in.
Glenn's actually looking.
Booz is going in, and he's looking in a way that's fantastic. Going in on Gwen Shapiro immediately, going to take him down to the backline of Delphi, forced to flash away. That's going to be another pick from the side of Noxus. Ambessa on the split TP? Push with TP is just deciding to stay in bot lane.
Why won't she do it? Elder Dragon is spawning, Lemur.
Elder Dragon
like
spawning.
Super Baron.
Okay, what we actually have to watch for is we have to watch for these 4 TPs going for a backdoor play if Noxus pushes on this Elder Dragon.
Yeah, like they have the inhib. The thing is, they have the Nexus turret still alive, so they can't do like a full backdoor. They're
TPing. They're TPing there. They're not going for the backdoor.
Fight, you know?
Yeah, they're TPing to the fight. Which, I mean, that means we're gonna get a fight. That means that there has to be a fight to end the game. Look at the damage from Ambessa onto Cthulhu. The ultimate comes through. Ace in the hole does not connect, but your boy J Money is still in on the backside of the map, doing 1,000,000 damage per second, taking out Boozosaurus as well. Scritch does hit an ultimate around, goes down to Hockey Boys. That is 3 of them dead. They have to back up. They have to back up. They have to try to defend, and the Infernal, or rather the Elder Dragon, is gonna go to the side of Bandle City.
I mean, they got low, you could say. You could say that they got low, and it almost worked. But unfortunately, Ambessa is the power of 5 champions in 1. Apparently, I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, this is the
That
craziest
was
Ambessa performance I've personally seen so far since the champion has been released. 19, 5, and 13, 255 CS.
I mean, she literally did, like, she got hit by CC. Like, they didn't miss. They just couldn't kill her. 4v1. Scritch was not there, but everyone else was. Like, that's ridiculous. It's not even like, you know, she's 5 items up. I mean, it's a 4-item Kled, 4-item, like, she was 4 items at the point, just now getting the GA, but
Do you think
they
they
get
could
Elder
have
from
just?
that, but they can.
Do you think they could have
Not
ignored
over.
Elder and just gone for the end mid there? They had a wave.
I think that, yeah. I
Yeah.
think the game could have been over.
Yeah, they had a
by
wave pushing
long
in.
time
The
ago.
inhibitor is exposed. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they're definitely taking their sweet time. Running it down and mid with Elder, 5-man. Surely now this will be the push that does it, but
especially with the Elder Dragon, they're not going to be able to touch him at all. That Hui needs to stay alive desperately.
yeah, Hui is the key here to stalling as long as they can. Has really good wave clear. I mean, it's going to be a bit for the supers get here, but I mean,
Yep.
with Elder, you really can force some pretty crazy dives and just.
And they haven't taken a triple inhib. They've
Each
only
auto
taken a
from
double
Caitlyn
inhib.
hurts so much.
They can
The
play
waves
toward
are-
the top
the
side.
waves are getting cleared.
They are getting cleared, and they are staying
have
healthy as well.
Shields.
No wave
It's gonna be
coming
this
in.
next. Yeah, they're gonna look for top, try to get that 3 inhib guarantee. We do have the super wave coming in mid now, so it's gonna be now that they're gonna push mid that they can start to. But Vive's looking on top already. But it's all the action. It's just where the Ambessa. It's the name of the game right here.
And they've gotta stall out this Elder Dragon. I don't know how much longer is left on it.
Long
if they
enough.
can
I mean,
stall it out.
20, 30
20
seconds.
plus
or so.
seconds.
A root
yeah.
landed.
Oh, yep. Here's
But
the fight. They're
great
going in. Oh,
charm.
amazing charm there.
Popped into the turret.
Hockey Boy's getting popped. The resurrect from Japoy made money coming through, but it doesn't matter.
Ambessa's
It's
down,
3v3
but
right
Hockey
now,
Boys
but
is
Elder
up.
Dragon, it's still up. Hockey
Don't
Boys
make
is
another
up.
penta.
Elder Dragon, the
No,
quadra kill.
no.
The quadra kill.
Man, my God.
Oh my gosh. No penta, but the game is still over. Excellently played there. Taking it down is Bandle City, 2-0 over Noxus. Ambessa, you need to ban that champ.
Yeah, they enforced their dominion over Noxus with that one, turning on her former homeland. We got the arcane +1 asterisk comp actually coming up ahead in the end. The damage chart's telling a bit of a story for sure. Ambessa is something. Ambessa is something.
I believe
And
you would.
we don't have the words for it quite yet.
You would diagnose that if I were medical staff, I would diagnose that as a bit of a problem.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know. I feel like they adapted well. They played the numbers game. They hit CC. They peeled. They did all that by the end of the game. I mean, they've, okay, under turret, like diving by Elder. Like, yeah, you're killing the Ambessa. You can't expect to win the game. Elder 5v5. But still, I mean, that was ridiculous.
That was absolutely crazy. Great game there from from Chemtech Bracket. That's the last game of the season, like we were talking about. And so that'll lock the standings. What does that put us at, Luke?
I believe that means that Bandle City is locked in for place. I think they have the head-to-head over Demacia, so I'm totally just making this up. I could be wrong, but I think as the format goes, they do get a playoff round 1 bye, which is basically what you fight for in a 5-man division. So congrats to Bandle City for that. They get to have Thanksgiving, I guess. They get to see their families.
There you go. The prize is really to see your families on the holidays. That makes sense. All right, let's see if we can get the captains in here for a chat real quick.
Yeah, feel free, both or one, to hop in.
Hello.
And
How we doing,
We don't
sir?
even have to wait for it. We got him right in here. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, gentlemen?
Not too
good.
bad. Yeah, very, very fun series to watch. That is for sure. How are you? How you feeling after that one?
Great. Honestly, going into first seed after that, we're very excited going into playoffs. I think we can solidify that we're one of the better teams, if not the best team. I will say we still got to prove ourselves against Bilgewater if we play against them. They beat us first week, but we decided to sweep everybody else the other weeks.
Yeah, completely fair. I think you deservedly earned a permaban on Mbessa too for the rest of the tournament. Pretty sure that champion's not getting selected again by your team.
So Jaboy's gonna pick up the Aurora, Silas, and Mbessa bands first three now. I'm ready for it.
Well, Aurora got nerfed. Maybe that one can come off the board. Maybe I don't know. Juan, how you doing, sir?
I need to look up what Ambessa does because I don't know.
Yeah,
I also don't know what
100%.
Aurora does.
Listen, these new champions, they can be
Everything,
difficult
I
to
guess.
stomach.
Yeah, I
They
know
do
she
a little
does
bit of
inform.
everything.
That's about it.
Man, actually, Bailey in the mid lane built correctly, I think, for that matchup, which was fun to watch. He had a Serpent's Edge there very early on to combat the Mbessa, but Mbessa just still
Yeah, he was
pushing in,
scary.
still doing damage, crazy.
Definitely scary early. That Kiana.
Oh yeah, for sure. Juan, how did you feel about that series? What do you think you would adjust or change with the benefit of hindsight?
I should play this game more because I played like ass today.
That's a fair takeaway. If you're thinking you need to play well, play the game some more, get more comfy, fair enough. Saw some booze flame coming out there in the chat in the second game. Everything okay on that front?
Well, I mean, we're all pretty good friends, I'd say. Like Hockey Boys, Tatum obviously is. Yeah. And then Jaboy J Money, we're all good friends. So I think it's good fun. I thought about saying something myself, but I was also like, I don't really know because
Jaboy took it personally. He's actually crying right now in the chat.
that's fine. I'm okay with that because I bet James is crying right now too. So really, it evens out,
Adelphi
Yeah, I mean,
mentioned something about that.
I did feel a bit of an emotional blow just watching the Mbessa do all that over and over again. So
Yeah, tears started
I
streaming
was there
from my
with you.
eyes. How strange.
Yeah, it was-
I'm curious. The game 2 draft, you totally throw a curveball in there with that Kiana last pick, changing up like the roles not only of like the Hui but like your players. But like something like a Jinx was on the table. At what point did you like commit to doing the whole role swap and not picking an ADC?
I don't know, like before the series even started. But wait, actually, let me restart. We thought about having this role swap before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we expected an AD mid. So
Mhm.
Bailey, a lot. The thing about this team is we haven't really shown it, but a lot of us can flex. So Bailey was gonna go mid, and we didn't want Kiana at first because it didn't look like a good Kiana game.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hits me with just pick me Kiana at the last second. And I'm like, all right,
Classic Bailey.
I mean, it really did a number on them. Like, the Kiana was really good. Unfortunately, like it wasn't the Kiana that was like dying to the Mbessa. It was definitely like toe to toe.
Oh no, I'm not saying that our loss is on Bailey at all because he was actually
yeah,
the reason why we were even in the game to begin with.
Yeah. I will say, Mommy Milker Uwu came in clutch there a couple of times as well with the Hui play.
Yeah, she held it down when it was I don't know 3-on-1 in the tower or something.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I think it was 4
really
on 1
impressive.
actually at one point.
Yeah.
Held it down, cleared the waves, really held that strong there. You guys survived in that game a lot longer than we on the desk were expecting.
Yeah, it shut down the Hockey Boys snowball really well. The way mage bot lane with the Seraphine.
Absolutely.
It's just
Yeah,
like
it's just unfortunate.
Riot Games got you.
Yeah, Riot Games.
Oh man.
I'm not blaming this on Riot Games. I'm blaming this on Jaboy G Money.
All right, well,
Give it to the person.
if there's one thing to learn from this match is that it's Jaboy J Money's fault, and you should go tell your friends.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go break up his marriage right now.
Jaboy J divorced by force.
Oh man. Well, hey, thank you guys for coming in. We really appreciate it. Great series between the two of you. Hopefully you guys meet again in playoffs. We are going to sign off here for the Booze Bash cast. We've got a couple more series coming up on Sunday this week that you can definitely tune into. I'm not sure if they were fully scheduled yet, but you'll be able to see them in the events tab on the Discord. Thank you all so much for watching. Luke, do you have any final words?
Targon's gonna get their first win this week, surely.
Oh, you guys got the
Really?
first W and they drafted you, so I don't know what you're trying to say.
Haha.
Wow, I can't handle this Luke Glaze. We're gonna sign off with that. Thank you guys. See you later, Booze Bash. Thanks
See you
for
guys.
watching.
GG.